announcement. Uh, everyone who's not just everyone type something into the chat. Whoever channel you're on will record you, and you'll be entered into prize giveaway. But today, at the end of the show, we're not doing any kind of giveaways. We're gonna reserve that to May 31st. We're gonna have a huge party where we're gonna invite everybody back, guest artists. If they could come, they could come for 5 minutes or whatever. We're gonna run full 5-hour streams, and during that time, we're gonna do all these giveaways from our guest stores, or or their sketch covers and whatnot. So that's the announcement I want to make, because it's been our tradition that we give away something during the show, but we're not doing that today. We're reserving that for May 31st. Okay, and again, that's going to be a huge party. So expect that. Any other announcement that I need to make that I forgot? Question from the chat. Okay, our new format is that we're gonna K-pop is our leader for today, interview leader. She will do the main interview with the guests. Then she will go around the panel. And now when we have two of us in the panel, so she will go around the panel if we have any question, and then after that we'll give a time for the chat room. Since we have a lot of people in the chat room lately, that we're gonna limit to one, maybe two questions per person, and it will be up to Katie to decide what question is appropriate and not appropriate, and ask. So don't expect all your questions to be answered. Okay, and it has to be something relevant to the topic that we're talking about. I think that's it. So Katie, you are our leader. Will you introduce our guests, and we'll go from there.
Perfect. Oh, wait, do we want to introduce each other first? Because there's a bunch of new people in chat. There's a bunch of new people in chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Otaku. Yes.
Yeah. Tour guide here, Otaku. You can catch me most weekends or weeks, just doing like comic haul videos, grading my comics, and just talking observances about what's going on in the industry. So thanks for hanging out, everybody.
All right. I think I already introduced myself, so K-pop.
You're the best. You're the greatest. You're Nobin. Everyone knows Nom in the comic book world.
I don't need no introduction. Come on.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're a homie. Yes, you do. I am K-pop Junkie. I host a really crappy podcast. Hit me up if you want to be on it. And I don't know, whatever, late nights, whatever. I do Kickstarter thingies, whatever thingies. But hey, I'm also super tired today. We're rocking energy drinks.
All right.
Woo. All right.
Should I have a guest now? Should we welcome the guest now?
Wait. We're gonna go. I'm gonna give you a great introduction for her, then add her to the stage. Okay. All right. And it's been a pleasure getting to know Christy over the past year. We have hung out many times on some streams. I believe she is the second most returned guest on my stream for her Kickstarters and her campaigns. I love her to death. She's amazing. We have the demon bitch herself. We have Christy Shin. Everybody, round of applause. Whoa. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's kind of funny because the main screen of mine froze.
Oh no.
So I'm like referring to the YouTube, which is a little bit delayed at behind, but I can hear you guys fine. So let's do improv and fly blind for some reason. So hey, it works, right? So
okay.
I'm doing good. My computer just decided to go give me the finger. So hey, what can I say? If it's demon bitch or whatnot.
We'll let you know if you're making any funny noses or.
I'm freaking my nose. Oh shit! And I can't read the comments, so I'm sorry, guys, if I'm not immediately responsive. So hopefully that will change soon. You will have to.
If you can't read them, I will highlight them and I'll read them for you, because we have a couple of your friends actually in the chat. You were hanging with Entropy, aka Kev, at the weekend in Asian Division. There's Kev. What's up, Kev? Hey.
Hey, Kev. How's it going?
You know what? Let me just go run down chat real quick. We have GT Comics. What is up, GT? You've been here for a long time. We have my homie, Kevin P. West. What's up, homie? All the way from Las Cruces. I mean, all the way. I always do this to you. All the way from New Mexico. It's Las Cruces. I do it every time. I know. Hi, Steve. What's up? Hey, Steve. How are you doing? Yeah, another one of my homies. We got Shutterduck. What's up, Shutterduck? We've got Trev in the house. What's up, Trev?
Trev, what's up?
Hi. Got Blue Helliot. Hey, Blue. What's up?
Hey, Blue.
Let's see. Jay Ryan, the two-parter, says, giveaways, you say. And then he comes down here, teasing the giveaway, then taking it away. But guess what? Keep chatting, guys, because you will be automatically entered into the 31st for our, going out with a bang party giveaway time. Let's see. Oh, there's Steve. We got all the way from Australia. My bros, the Sign Nation comment guys. What's up, Sign Nation? Hey, we got Ken in the house. What's up, Ken? And yeah. We got Ryan Odagawa is in the chat. What's up, Ryan? Hey, He's also one of our co-hosts. Can't join us today, but hi, how are you? And here we have John's Comics with Kids says something lovely. He says, wow, this stream is all across YouTube. I'm so glad to hear this. I've been lucky enough to chat with Christy a few times on Comic Corp. She's absolutely brilliant.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I know I said the F word very many times.
You're completely welcome. We got Chance coming up here. Chance has been doing some amazing stuff. I don't know if you guys don't follow Chance, go follow him. He does a lot of nostalgic podcast and trivia things, but he bought a collection with 17 long boxes for $800. Wow. He pulled out a Hulk 181 in like the third box.
You're kidding me.
No, for real. So he's been doing every Sunday. Yeah. So every Sunday at 3:00, what he's been doing, because he has no idea what's in the rest of the long, there's 17. So he's doing like Sunday at 3:00. He'll start going through one of the long boxes. It's amazing. Like the stuff that he's pulling out of there is crazy.
Oh man, I hate him.
You hate him?
Yeah, we all hate him.
He has found some gold in there. It's crazy. Oh, what's up, Mark? How are you doing? I'm gonna start you. Hi guys. Let's see. Oh, you're begging? Yeah, you're begging and boarding. You got a lot of books to go through, by the way. Yeah. And then Ryan dropping some emotes. Ryan dropping. Yeah. Let's see. Wow, we got a lot of people. We also got Carlito. What's up, Carlito? How are you doing? You are new in here. Hello from West Australia. I have had so many people pop into the chat from all over Australia. The last month has been amazing. Go hit up the Mac Bros are up over there as well. Let's see. We got Ben. What's up, Ben? Hi, Ben. How are you doing?
Hey, Ben Compton.
Yeah, wow, we got a ton of people in here. What's up, James? How are you doing?
Thanks.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen you. We also have Gacy. What's up, Gacy?
Hey, Gacy.
Yeah.
Gacy TV.
Yeah, he's what's that?
Gary
What was
B's
that?
in the house.
Yeah, Gary B. I just got off a stream with Gary B. He had Bleaker on. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Everyone is loving the Bleaker stash, which has been phenomenal. It's been quite great.
The dashing stash. That's
yeah, he's got
dashing stash.
Yeah.
You back?
All right.
You back? You squeeze back?
We're done. We made it all the way to the bottom. All right. All right. We're good?
We got the strange dog? We got the strange dog?
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, Ian. Ian, I'm sorry. Hey, Ian, what's happening? What's going on? Oh, hold on. Let me click you on here. And then Justin, what's up, Justin? How are you? Hi. I got lots of people. What's up, guys? All right. We are here. Oh, that was a long time. We had a lot of people in the chat. I'm liking. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Hold on. What's up, Comic Journey? He says, hey, I know this lady.
Yeah, I know this man.
Yeah. He has harassed you many times. This is great. And I like that you give him shit back. Keep doing that tonight. Yeah. Keep doing that. Yes. Yes.
I take it as good as I give it.
It's Korean duty. It's Korean's duty to give your shit back to CJs. That's
amazing.
It's our duties.
One guy I know, one of my close friends, she told me this one guy that she knows says, "Hey, I like Christy, but she kind of scares me." I'm like.
You were adorably sweet. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, you're great. Okay, so for the people that do not know you, would you like to give us an introduction and just tell them who the hell you are? Be like, oh, yes, come in.
Okay, well, for the people that don't know me, I am a comic book artist and lover of cats, as you can tell. It's my ramen noodle fuck over here. And my ethnicity is Korean, just because this is AAPI month and people should know. And what it is I create this comic called Demon Bitch, which is about a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit and gum wrappers. Hey, she's got it up there. And she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she's dumb as shit. She's based on Girls I Hate. And I just draw and write a lot of mean books that make angry and mean books that make people laugh. And I'm also the president of the Comic Art Professional Society, which is basically a collective of comic artists and professionals like letterers, inkers, pencilers, and writers and colorists. And we go ahead and we link it together, and we go ahead and provide each other resources and methods in order to succeed in the comic industry. And it's changed a lot. Like, it's like before you would have to be syndicated, before you would have to work for a major publication. Now it's like, oh, I can just make my own shit now. And it's like totally entrepreneurial right there too.
Cool.
And I also made this event called Asian Invasion, which I did when COVID happened. It was on the tail end when we shut down on the West Pacific Northwest. And I did it on a whim, and because we went on the whole gamut of BLM to stop Asian hate to all the silliness that we went through COVID. And I went, fuck that. And then I talked with our comic book shop owner from the Comic Bug, Jun Goku, and he is Japanese. So I thought nobody would give him shit if I did Asian Invasion, and it became a thing. And now it's in NorCal. We have a NorCal edition too. That will be on the 21st and I think 22nd of September.
Oh, lovely.
That is awesome. Yeah.
Probably be at the main museum. We're still working out the details, but we just did it on Free Comic Book Day and for AAPI month, Asian Invasion and Free Comic Book Day. So we kind of partnered hand in hand.
That's awesome. I know Kev was in there as well, and you guys look like you had a really good team and setup. The event looked like it ran just absolutely lovely.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, June's staff let in some people at a time. And that was ideal because it gave people inside time to peruse and go, and how they routed it through the story, routed it through all the creators. Because it wasn't all AAPI. There was half of the regular Free Comic Book Day creators, but the other half was AAPI. So it's like, I even told June, now we have an edge here at this store. It's like, now all the Asian people flock over. Like, I was actually on Melon Mog SketchUp, if you guys are familiar with them.
Yes.
And it was really funny because when we did that, it was kind of funny because I was there, and this other artist, Philip Jin, and Stephen, you were there, and then Dave Law, who does Auditorium. We're all Asian, and Stephen used Taiwanese, and then Philip is the mainland Chinese guy. We're all American, as I said, and David was just fucking laughing his ass off because we would just get at each other all the time, especially Philip and Stephen, and in the comments, all the Asian people that it came from, the Asian invasions, from the two nodes in California, but everybody else was like, dude, I'm Asian too. And we started talking about Asian versus Ranch 99 and shit like that. It was kind of amazing. And then they would shit on each other, Philip and Steven, because Steven's Taiwanese and Philip's family is from the mainland. So there's that whole other business.
That's awesome.
They talk shit to each other all day, and it was the greatest thing ever.
It's such a good dynamic because you also have some of the other guys that come in, like Stephen Prince. I adore him. I love when you guys are just giving each other crap all the time. It's great. And he actually wrote the foreword to the book that you had recently on Kickstarter, which it's hilarious. It was so good that he did that. But no, shout out to Stephen. He's good peeps as well.
Oh, Stephen, it's kind of funny in a way. So this is how that book happened. Okay, so the Demon B meets Sister F word. Yeah. Most parents, they would come up and see Demon Bitch, right? Demon Bitch. You see Demon Bitch, you know what it's about. You know what kind of what's in the book. I didn't lie. And the parents would be like, oh, look. And they would put it out and they put it in front of their kid who's 5 to 8 years old. Here, you should read this. She does comics and all that. And they were totally cool in getting this book for their children. And I'm like, okay, parents are here. They're the one that put it in the kid's face. I mean, it says Demon Bitch, so it's not like it lies. But then I thought, what if she met Mr. F word? So it's an important story about identity and stuff. And also Stephen's kids are very, very interesting kids. And if he talks about them, so he has a son and a daughter, and the son, and it's 7 and 5 respectively. So, their children are beautiful and they're amazing and they're innocent and they're wonderful, but they say the damnedest things. So one time his son, and I'm going to stress this, Stephen and his wife are lovely people. They're very good parents. It's just their kids are fucking nuts sometimes. To everybody else. So he went up and his kid sat down at the dinner table and he's like this. He says, this is my fuck finger. This finger means fuck you. And he's like, put it away. And then he goes up to his sister who's 5 and says, see, this finger means fuck you. And obviously, like going like this, like all the time. And I'm like, wow. And it's just his kids do so much crazy shit. It's funny. And he kind of has this look like this is fine dog because he's like really fucking tired and dealing with him all day long.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows what the this is fine dog, that's what it is.
That's hilarious. But if you guys also don't know Stephen Prince, he is Monster Matador fame. If you go back a while, last month he was on and we were going over his Kickstarter for that. So we'll check that out. But
yeah, he does Monster Matador, but he did a forward to, I think, that one. And
Oh.
I think he did it to another book of mine. I think it was Triggered, and I don't know if it was this book.
I love this one because, well, I'll go over it a little bit later, but I love how he just keeps rambling on. He's like, I better go because Chrissy's gonna get kicked my ass, basically. Hey, Leaked, what's up?
We mess with each other all the time.
Well, I know you have such a good group of people that you hang with, and apparently people are asking like, why do I scare people? Because you mentioned how people get scared of you as well. Like, I don't know, it happens. Sometimes they just can't accept. We don't hold back, Christy and I. We say it like it is, and I think people are afraid of that sometimes. And I don't care. I'll just say whatever I want. It's,
I think it's like we're nice, but then don't push it. Because it's like, we're cool. We can take a joke. We can take the piss out of each other. But when it gets to a point where you're deliberately being an asshole or being mean, then like the niceness drops. It's like, I'm not very nice. It's like, I get actually pretty shitty at people. Like, it's like, I'll walk away, but it's sort of like one of those things like, keep coming at me and I will give you something to be scared about right now. And it's not like this threatening thing. Oh, I'm going to fuck you up. It's just like, don't we have our limits and it's like, don't push it kind of thing.
Yeah. And I like that you kind of fight back as well with the little panels and the little, like the stories that you put together for Demon Bitch. Cause you're just like, screw you guys. I don't care. I'm going to flat out, put a comic strip on here and just be like, I'm going to call you out. I really don't give a crap. And I like that you're doing that. Fun.
Well, it's funny because like, there are times people have thought I drew them. And so they've like messaged me of all sorts of shit. I'll tell you a couple of them. I don't have the book on me because it's sold out, but there is this one. Okay, so there's 2 incidences. So somebody thought it was about them. So they got mad and they messaged me personally and told me like, you should go get fucked by a blender. And I'm like, what? I was just like, I just sat there. So I sent it to Don Wynn, who did a fucking like fantastic fan art. I don't have the book. I sold out of it. I always sell out of my books at every con, but she's like actually humping a blender. And it was really funny because it's like the whole thing. This happened right before Christmas and I talked about it online. I don't know if Katie saw it or anybody else, but I made a joke of it. And at the time it's like, I sent that to Don Wynn. And in the meantime, I had asked him, I think, to do a fan art. So he like had her hump the fucking blender. I mean, it's not X-rated. It's just funny, and then the next day, my family gives me a fucking Vitamix blender. And so I decided to take it a step further on Twitter. I said, Demon Bitch came into my house and stole my fucking Vitamix blender. That's really fucked up, that piece of shit. And then all of a sudden, Vitamix contacts me personally and said, oh my God, so you got your blender stolen? What's the serial number on that blender? I'm like, no.
You get another blender?
I actually got a blender. It was
sponsorship.
My family felt a little awkward. They're like, dude, we just saw that online that it was all messed up.
Oh
like,
no, that's
okay,
terrible.
don't. It's okay. And like another article was like another person thought that they were this character called Shipbird, which is a dirty green nasty bird. And like they got mad.
There we go, right there.
Oh yeah, right there. So this person gets angry and starts screaming at me about how I'm stalking them because I happen to draw Shipbird in a white bathrobe and they own a white bathrobe. I will pause for a minute to make you look at me like this person is fucking retarded because they were. So yeah, they were being fucking stupid. And then they started screaming, I'm Shipbird. I'm Shipbird. I'm Shipbird. And so one of my friends just looked at that and started laughing. He said, so they think they're a piece of shit. So they're a fucking piece of shit. And it's like, I guess they own it. So, I mean, there you go. It's
But
like,
did you base it off that person?
my attitude is this. I ran into 4 or 5 of them already. They're not special. And then when I tell them that, they get angrier at me because I didn't bully them or make them any special. So I'm like, okay, but you're a basic bitch. Somebody said Honey Soprano had a white bathroom, and how many white bathrooms can there be? Like every time I've told that story, everybody's like kind of like, but so no one else has a white bathroom. Like,
yeah. I'm pretty sure hotels give them out.
Yeah, like you haven't stolen a white bathrobe at this point.
well, in the good old days, you could. I don't know if you can anymore. They don't provide them anymore. They don't even clean your room every
Probably
day.
not. Yeah. A while back, James Wizard Smith says he's a big fan. Each of Kirsty's comics are a moment of zen. I would say so. I really thoroughly enjoy everything that you post on there because it gives me just like a little giggle out of my day when you post a new panel. And I'm just like down for all the shenanigans that you put on your book with Demon Bitch. So if you don't know, this is Demon Bitch right here. The lovely creature. But this is the last 2 books that you had from your campaign because you did a 2-parter.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best thing about Christy is how politically correct she is. I can imagine Comic Journey saying that in the most bland voice ever. Like, best thing about Christy is how politically correct she is. Oh, I have another story. So
You gotta put a New York accent in there.
why the fuck do you hear this? I don't know. It's like, I guess it's like they wrestle with like they're constantly being bullied or they're constantly having this like, what is it? Persecution syndrome. But then like when they think it actually happens to them, they scream victimhood. And then when you tell them this has nothing to do with you, they're like, they get madder because you didn't even notice them. So I'm like, okay, like, all right, that's fine. I do not have a bland voice, damn it.
Carlito, you came in, you missed it when she was he really enjoys the cats that he's seeing back there. And he wants to know, what are the names of your cats? Is his question.
Oh, okay. So Spam is the ginger one, and I'll tell you their nicknames in a second. There's Spam is that one, and then I have a black cat named Ink up there. She's up there. She's a witchy cat. And what's funny is that so they have each nickname. So Spam, he looks like Spam, and he's a typical ginger. He's kind of stupid as shit. But my 2 nicknames for him, well, my nickname for him is Ramen Noodle Fuck, because if you look at him, he looks like a ramen noodle package, right?
Cute.
And then there's another one that he does where my mom called him an old white man. I don't she calls him an old white man.
What?
And I looked at her and I just said, why do you say these things? And she's like, look at his coloring. He looks like an old white man. I'm like, so my black cat, I just call her an evil black bitch, or my friend Lawrence calls her big booty black bitch, basically.
Big booty. Oh man.
Yeah, she just like smacked. She didn't even do the chicken neck to my friend Lawrence. Like she was like he was like petting her, and then she just looked at him like this, like. And then she just went bam, bam on his wrist. He's like, holy shit. And she ran off.
Let's see. Yeah, he's laughing now. He loves that. Kev, what's up? We were saying hey to you earlier.
Kevin.
Shout out to come by for the Asian Invasion and hanging out with Chrissy here.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, Kevin. So yeah, it's like, what the fuck? It's like,
yeah.
My cat is named Kara, but answers the cat or goddamn it. Yeah, that's whenever it is. Found footage. What's up?
Okay, found what's happening. Let's see. I think I missed something as well. Oh, where to go from here? Oh, Blue Hellion would say the middle finger means father in Japanese sign language. Hi. Hi.
Tell him that, Stephen Prince. I'm sure he'll enjoy that.
Oh, that's funny.
So
yeah,
I have another Stephen Prince story too. Okay.
Oh, please tell. Yes, please
tell.
Okay,
so every woman has gotten dick pics, right? For some reason,
yes.
I don't get very many of them, but if I do, they're always the weird fucking ones that come out of nowhere. So
yeah,
one of them, there's actually so this one story, it's like this thing that layers into another. So there was this guy. He's like a friend of mine, and sometimes some of my fans are friends because they friend me. I'm like, okay, cool. So they're sitting there, and so this guy sends me him lying in bed naked, like just down, and it's a French sounding name, and this will get even weirder. Literally, when I saw that, I saw the wiener, and I was like, there is something really wrong with that thing. It just didn't look right.
I know, right?
And literally the words tumbled out of my mouth, and I swear to God, onto the keyboard. And I managed to screenshot it before he took it off. Right at that percent moment, I said, "Wow, that looks malformed."
Oh,
That's what I said.
ouch.
And then he took it off, and he said, "Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry,
no.
that was a mistake." And I said, "Are you okay? Are you fine? Like, what's going on?" And he said, no, why are you okay? And like, I blocked him. So I block him. And I start making fun of it on my Facebook page, but I draw like the Kraken over it because I don't want to be flagged for porn. So I put it up there, and I guess like there's a cat group that I joined because I love cats, no shit. But so they and I said, I put up the Kraken picture, and it's a humor part of the group, and I said, I just want to let you know that this guy just had the weirdest dick pic ever. And everybody in that group was messaging me saying, show me, show me, show me.
Oh,
show
oh
me.
my God.
And I'm like, okay. And I shared it so many times with so many people that I got flagged for spam. So I said, unless if you're a friend of mine, I can't send it to you because it just flagged me. And, so people friended me a lot on that for once. Hey guys, what's up? So that's what happened. So after all that, I took the picture and I said, hey, Steven, check this out. I got a dick pic. Here, let me show you. Because I wanted to preface it. I just didn't want to send him a dick pic unsolicited, right? Even though I don't have a dick. But anyway. So I sent it to him. And I said, what do you think? And he said, I think you hate me for all the shit you send me.
Oh, no.
And why you send me this shit? And then later on to get revenge, he actually draws a dick on a piece of paper and leaves it at my table.
Oh my gosh, nice.
So I take it and I look at it, who the fuck did this? Like, I'm not mad because it's like I kind of half expected this because I fuck around with everybody all the time. And then David Avalone said, "Oh, it's Stephen Prince. He's over there." He ratted him out right away. So I went over and I took a picture of it. And then somebody had posted, like, whenever in our group, like, hey, what did you guys do at Comic-Con? I said, oh, Stephen Prince left me a dick pic. But right after that, I put down like a picture of the penis picture he drew. It was really shitty too. And he almost had a heart attack because he thought his wife was going to see that. And think
no.
it was awful. But I didn't want to do that. I just said, oh, Stephen Prince left me a dick pic, but I put a picture of the dick right there.
That's hilarious. Oh man, CJ says maybe the poor guy had a condition. You shouldn't make. No, that is the time to make fun of it. I'm sorry. The first thing, anytime anyone ever sends any dick pics for whatever reason, your first response is to giggle and be like, you can't help it. You just giggle, laugh, and then you're like, okay, you want to see this? This is hilarious. And you just send it to people, and you're like, oh, you gotta look at this. Oh, well, good question.
I mean, yeah, it looked like somebody. Okay, perfect segue, King League. So what happened? It looked like he took his wiener head, head, and slammed it in the door several times.
Oh no!
It's so reminiscent of what I went through.
It's bad. It's like really bad. It was just like, I'm not saying that I've seen all the dicks in the world. I'm not trying to say that, but it's just. It really did look right, and it looked like he slammed it in the door. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with that?
Exactly.
And also, I of course put it in my Kickstarter update with like the masking on, and I just because there was another guy, he just like messaged me and he said hi, and he puts up a dick pic and he says me and he puts up hearts. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And so I made fun of it. It's like, I don't want to look at your silvery fucking hair elf dick, man.
I don't know. I don't know why, dude. Kev has a great question. Why would someone want to send you a picture of their penis? I don't know, but people do. It's weird and it happens. I don't know. I don't know why.
I think it's the equivalent now of the 21st century. Remember the fuckers in the trench coats that would flash you, like the flashers?
Yeah. That
like
thing,
there was like a story I heard, like like this guy's wife got a dick pic. She's like, honey, I got a fucking dick pic. And the husband's like, oh, really? And so he takes his wife's phone and opens up his pants and takes a picture and sends it to the guy. And he said, there, he'll have a dick pic back. Fuck him.
Perfect. Jay Ryan has never received one ever. So guess what? Jay Ryan's DMs are open. You can find him on Twitter and Instagram. There you go. Go find him.
Never send dick pics ever. Thank God when Jim was in prison. I love where this interview's going. Yeah, I know. It's really pretty awful.
Hey, man, what's happening?
Hey,
What's
man,
going
he's on
on?
one of the calls too, by the way. Amen.
Yeah, there you go. Note to self: do not send dick pic to Chrissy. There you have it. There you have it. You never know where it's going to end up. It's probably going to be on the front page of the cover for the next books. Jay, sometimes you got to experience something. Just there you go.
I think he said never send dick pics ever. No, you're right. I mean, as I said, if you're gotten hot and heavy and stuff, I get it. But so it's like, what are you supposed to do? Like, you just get this in your inbox, and you're like,
I don't know. You know what how I received most of mine. It wasn't talking to somebody. It wasn't like, oh hey, yeah, let's do this. It was like, hey, you do art. You want to see my art? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Dick pic. Like, thank you. So artistic of you to be doing that. But yeah. You got home from beer and chicken wing night? Nice. That sounds delicious.
well, hey, you could have you just needed to go a step further, Comic Journey, and there you go.
Yeah.
You would have seen
we already know CJ's into that kind of stuff.
Yes, for sure.
So I'm going to ask this. What are some of Christy's favorite Asian artists? What work did you like from them? Oh shit.
It's a lot. You know a ton, really.
Yeah, I know a ton. It's like weird because I think of David Mack, but he's not Asian, but he does a lot of Asian themed art.
Yeah.
And it's really good. Like, it's actually pretty authentic.
His kabuki stuff is amazing.
Yeah, that's how I first got into his work. And then there's Jay Lee. Jay Lee's pretty fucking good too. Frank Cho's good. Notice I'm picking all the Korean people. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's the people that I know off the top of my head that I talked to. That
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, there you go. Saying pride, fuck it. But yeah, I like Jay Lee, but I've also talked with Jay Lee, and he's a really nice guy. He's really cool. I didn't get a chance talking to him on WonderCon. Yeah. I might actually. I know he's going to Comic-Con most likely. But I don't know if he's going. I think he's going to be at Comic-Con Revolution, which I will be at this next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. So that will be really cool. Jim Lee, Jim Lee's good. The stupidest story I ever heard about Jim Lee, and this is the stupidest story. Oh. And again, I don't like to mock comic fans because most of y'all are cool, over 90%. But there's that small percent that are fucking mouth breathers that say the stupidest shit. So one guy was saying, oh yeah, you know why Jim Lee, they made Psylocke Asian? I said, why? And he said, oh, because he can only draw Asian women. I'm like, go fuck yourself, asshole. You're fucking stupid. What the hell? Another one was going yeah, Todd McFarlane traces his shit. I'm like, you mean he traces over his sketches? Is that what you're saying? Because I've seen him draw on a light box, inks over his light box. He said, no, he traces over stuff. He's like this. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, whatever. I'm just like, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. So those are the two stupidest things I've ever heard because it's anyway. So Asian artists are second only to the Italians. Well, because we're more disciplined and we're workaholics. That's why. I like Frank who's not backing down.
I'm going to start a race war here.
Yeah, very good. Leak, I also really adore Yoshitaka Yamano.
Yeah, Yoshitaka Yamano.
Oh, so good.
Yoji Shinkawa is good. He did the Metal Gear Solid shit too.
Yeah. One of my favorite covers that he did, because he's branching out into comic books now, Amano. He did a really good Harley Quinn one a couple years ago. It was so pretty. It had that pink background, and then they did a reprint of it with a green background. But if you don't know him, he's Vampire Hunter D, Final Fantasy, all that good stuff. His art is just breathtakingly beautiful. I love it.
Well, Amano, the thing is that it's not traditionally anime. It's anime-ish, but it's not anime. It's not so anal. It's actually sketchy and very. It's kind of like Yoji Shinkawa is very calligraphic, so it's not super tight. It's not like that form, the very stiff form. I'm not trying to say anime is stiff, but you get what I mean. That sort of frozen form where it's these definitive lines. It's very sketchy, very flowing. Yeah.
It reminds me of cross of kind of comic-y manga, but also very heavily traditional calligraphy style watercolor type art. And I adore that a lot. Yeah. Let's see.
You know that Greece created art. You're all welcome. I thought cavemen pissed on walls, and that's how art was made. Oh wait.
Wait, hold on. What's Jay? Oh, by the way, hello Jay. How are you? Did Jay Lee do a comic with a character that has a cross on his face, red and He did a lot of comic characters.
No, I know what that's in reference to. I can't remember the name of the character though.
Well, to me, it kind of reminds me of Crossed, but I don't think he's drawn anything for Crossed. But if you guys don't know what Crossed is, it's a good comic book, I'm going to say. But it's a really fucked up comic book that you should only read one issue of at a time because it's so fucked up and depraved and depressing. It's like essentially like what it is that when you get infected with this disease, it actually creates a cross like right here, and it will make you do fucked up things. Like it's like there was this one story of like it's a good comic, but the subject matter is so fucked up. It's like I guess there was one where a guy like got infected and he started molesting all the daughters in his family and shit. It was just nasty and messed up. Like it's not like X-rated. It's just messed up. Like it's actually psychologically very disturbing. It's not just we're just shock value. No, it's screwed up.
Wow, really that is messed up. That sounds very interesting. I've never heard of that before.
Crossed is a really good comic series, but I am warning you, this is coming from me. Just read one at a time. It's kind of like I can only deal with Walking Dead so much before I start getting really depressed, so I stopped reading it for a while. You know, that type of stuff. Yeah,
this is true. Yeah. This is true. I didn't know much about the Greeks until I started hanging around CJ.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is a good question. If Marvel or DC called and gave you free reign on any character, who would you tackle?
I don't know. I think I'd tackle Poison Ivy or Psylocke because I like them.
Yeah.
Like I look at fucking like Cyclops and his brother Havoc and Jean Grey, and they are the most like I swear to God, Cyclops and his brother Havoc are the most fucking chads ever. They're total and utter chads, and I don't mind that, but it's just like, man, okay, and it's like they're the three most blandest fucking characters I've ever known, other than their superpowers.
Yeah.
Boggs has a question. He's just getting himself into comics and everything because he's mostly a sports kind of guy, but he has a question. He says, I know this doesn't deal with comics, but what do you think of Gundams?
I mean, I didn't get into Gundam, but I know of it, and it's like the premise of the story is pretty good. I just didn't get into it. But it's like a war between two nations and the whole thing. But again, I'm not like super familiar with Gundam in the sense of the mythology. I just know it's a war between two nations, and one type of Gundam belongs to one nation and the other Gundam belongs to the other nation, and they fight each other. So it's like this big space opera.
Mm-hmm.
Hellshock. Okay, so that was
Hellshock. Yeah, that's it. That's Jaylee's.
Dude, Cyclops is frat bro all day long. I legit don't like Cyclops because of that, but no, I think he's an absolute frat guy. The moment I see him, I think that. And Tariq
he's a total another fucking Chad, and it's kind of funny.
He's the OG Chad. He is OG Chad for sure. There's a movie of that from Taiwan called The Sadness. Ooh, I've not seen that. I'll have to look that up. I love Taiwanese movies.
I think I've heard of that movie. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up too. But yeah, Zeon did nothing. Yeah, it's like one of the nations is named Zeon and all that.
Yeah. It's so much line work. You got to be super on point with your line work for those because one little bloop bloop and it'll throw the whole thing off. Yeah.
Well, the thing is that like, okay, so I know Olivia Ramondelli. He does a lot of Transformers stuff. I asked him how he does Transformers. He said basically you sketch out a person, then you draw the robotics around. I'm like, Jesus.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, he did the Matrix. Let me put this over here. So he did the King of Thrones, Optimus Prime.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's Matrix cool.
Yeah,
I like that. That's neat.
And then I distressed the frames so that they would look kind of cool and beat up.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Cyclops is a Boy Scout. Be quiet, Jay. Get out of here.
Cyclops, I don't care.
Does Jay Lee sign? I know he does. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a couple of his posters. They're really reasonable.
And what was the convention that you're going to be at next week? Because you said
he was at Comic-Con Revolution, and he will be there. And you don't need a huge line. I think you'll have a table and you just go up and like buy a print
wow.
and he'll sign it. He's a totally cool guy. Like, and his prints aren't that expensive. Like when I bought them, they were like $10 or something. It wasn't that expensive, and they were 11 by 17.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
they
decent.
were like $20, and he signed them all personally. So that's what my experience with him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it depends on the print and stuff. But when I went to Fan Expo San Francisco, he did that.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Guyver. Guyver is really cool. I like the art that is in Guyver. It's really neat. It's very,
Well,
very
Fiverr is more biomechanical, so
Yeah,
you have some more
biomech, yeah.
layers to that. Yeah. If for tech mech or like actual like hardline mech, that's harder to do because it's more anal. But like Guyver, as long as you kind of get the lines sort of similar,
Yeah.
because it's biomechanical, it's not supposed to look really super rigid like that. It's like kind of like a carapace of a scarab or something.
Hey, 23 Munch.
Guyver. Yes, Guyver. Yeah. What's up, Munch? Where'd you go? There you are. There's What's Up 23. Also, we have Alan Moonshot, who's going to be an upcoming guest for one of our AAPI interviews. What's up, Alan? Hi.
Hey, Alan.
Let's see. When Superman. Ooh, interesting. When Superman hits public domain, you're all over that. Same with Phantom. Yeah, that's going to be coming up soon, too.
I thought the
I already
Phantom
know,
was already public, but I could be wrong.
Is the Phantom already public? Because I know they're both coming up. And the cartoon, what was the Fletcher cartoon is now public domain, but it's weird how that works too, because CJ knows full hand, you cannot go and play those on your stream. Yes, the OVA Guyver anime is amazing.
Yeah,
I still like the live action too. Yeah.
Oh, Rachel Summers.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about her so well. I know of her. I think Rachel is the timeline where Jean and Scott have a kid, and that's Rachel. And then Cable is actually of Madeline Pryor and Scott. So there you go.
Yeah. Which I like. I have not seen the X-Men 97, but I'm looking forward to it because I really enjoyed the original series. It was one of my favorite things of all time. And oh, cool. Because we were talking about Amano and Guyver and some other things. King Leak here has a question. Favorite manga, anime, or movies? Which one's your favorite?
The classic
is any of those.
The classic is always Akira and Robot Carnival, I would say.
Yeah.
Silent Mebius. You probably don't hear about it anymore, but Silent Mebius, Akira. I liked it, the old school Bubblegum Crisis, Dirty Pair.
Oh, Konyo War Hurricane is one of my favorite jams. I probably still listen to it at least once a week. I love it.
And you want to sing like Chris, and you.
Yeah.
Chris,
well, we're talking about Studio Ghibli backstage. Are you a big Miyazaki fan?
I do like Miyazaki. It's like I said, he actually writes a good story, and that's kind of interesting about him. It's like whether or not you agree with the subject matter, his stories are very well written, and I think that's a hallmark of a good story. And it's kind of funny because they have Junji Ito, who's also really good. But the thing is, it's funny. Well, it's funny because okay, so one of my favorite books is not really his horror stuff, but it's kind of a joke on his horror style, and I forgot what it was called. It was a story about his cats at the time. And he was with his, I think, girlfriend or fiance, now wife. And he draws the cats, when he's trying to get to know what cats are like, he draws them all fucking, I don't have this shirt. There's another shirt where the cat's biting, and that's actually from it. And he's drawing it all creepy and spooky. He's like, what's going on? It's like this weird existential horror. Then he shows the actual pictures of his cats, and they're just like regular cats. Like, yeah, hey. But it's just, but the thing is that if you read the book, you can't take it seriously like it's actual horror. It's actually, the horror in itself is a parody of how he views the world. What did they do? What's this weird shit that they do? He gets freaked out, and it's they're just doing whatever cat things they fucking do.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have a Rachel Summers tattoo on your forearm? Nice.
Oh, as the Phoenix, or as just Rachel Summers?
Yeah. Let's see. And then the live action Mark Hamill. Yeah, that one is interesting movie.
David Hayter.
Yeah.
David Hayter. I'm kind of sad, but they did replace David Hayter with Kiefer Sutherland, so I can't bitch too much, So, what's my favorite MCU film, or DC, or just I like the Batman movie in 1988 when it came out with Michael Keaton. That redefined certain things for me. The latest Dune movie that I started watching was pretty cool because it was very close to the book, the initial book that I read. So I liked how they did it. And unfortunately, I didn't watch all of that fucking movie because I was over at my brother-in-law's house. And then my niece and nephew were like, they're young kids. So they're like fucking around and shit. And we got distracted and everything. But yeah, it's like, it's funny. It's like a twisted What's Michael. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like the book, the Junji. You can look it up. It's just something cats. So take a look at that stuff.
Okay.
It's like a twisted What's Michael. And it's like, yeah, it really is. It's like he's like just looking at it like all like existentially like crazy or something.
Yeah, I still find to this day Silent Mobius, the comic versions of that in back issue bins. It's interesting.
Oh wow.
It's hard to find the fucking anime though, because I had it on VHS. I still have it, but I don't have a VHS player anymore. But I actually got the song Sailing. I managed to download it. I just found it somewhere. You know, like, yes, I am sailing, you know, and I don't know all the Japanese for that, but it's a cool, it's like actually kind of funk, I guess, in a way. Yeah.
Christy, the Demon Beach is you wrote and drawn that?
Yeah, I write and draw it. Yeah. I write and draw it.
Do you consider yourself an artist? Do you consider yourself a writer?
You know, I've had to, because I do write. I didn't start off as a writer, but when I started making my own comics, I guess I was a writer. I say creator because it kind of is easier to say and more truncated, even though like artists and writers are creators in themselves. But I say the creator because I do the whole thing of Demon Bitch. I put it together. I draw, I write it, and everything.
So if you had to share that work, which would you give up, writing or drawing?
I mean, I would say probably I would draw like crazy just because it was just, that's what I started off to do. But it's kind of weird because I kind of storyboard, like how I write is kind of like a storyboard. So it's like, I don't like write it down on a script. Like I just imagine it in my head and I draw it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I do write the book, like I do write the bubbles, like I do write the text, but then I like just imagine this image on my head and people read it and they're fucking laughing.
Mm-hmm. do you have you thought of like thinking forward the complete arc of where Demon Bitch would end? Are you like thinking about that? Do you have it formulated, or is it just kind of like project by project you're gonna create?
It's like project by project because she's some fucking dumbass that really doesn't have direction in her life. She gets like distracted by hard drugs and promiscuous sex. So I mean, there's not really much to her. I mean, she's based on girls I hate. I think I will never ever run out of that. You know, like if it's to do. Like I've seen people like write this one girl that I didn't think that was really fucking smart, and it's not because of arbitrary like I'm being smart. This bitch wasn't smart at all. And she was even saying like, maybe someone should take DMT and talk to the coronavirus. I'm like, wow. I said, I never thought you were really smart in the beginning, but you fucking just dropped something to the floor level right now. I mean, there's other ones where like I've seen people that attention whore like crazy, and then they'll like one of my friends actually trolled an ER. Okay, so another fucked up story that Christy knows. So we knew this girl that was really stupid, but she was always like saying, I have this and I have that. Like, and again, I want to be really strict. I'm not making fun of people that have actual diseases and stuff. Like I actually had a pancreatic tumor. So it's like, you kind of know who's faking it or not. So, I mean, by how they talk, like this person would be like, oh, I have Crohn's disease. And later on, this person subsists on cocaine and Jack Daniels. So that's full of shit right there. And then they go like, oh, I have like cervical cancer stage 2. I'm waiting for the biopsy. It's like that's not how it works. I have colon cancer. It's like, really, you have colon cancer? Yeah, they took out polyps. It's like, no, that's precancerous condition, you moron. So anyway, she was talking about how like she had to have her gallbladder removed eventually, but she was like going, oh, I went to the ER. Like, yeah, unfortunately, a lot of chicks are like that online. You know, you'll know how they are. So like, she was talking about how they pulled out of her gallbladder the gallstone the size of an avocado seed, and I'm like, okay. And like, I have doctors in the family, so later on I told them this. They're like, no, you'd be dead. So we were kind of laughing. So one of some of my friends do suffer from gallstones, and I told her about this, and she's a sweetheart, but man, she can have zingers. So she got sent over to the ER because she was experiencing really horrible pain. And I felt bad for her. I'm not laughing at that. But I have to give her this. While she was doubled over in pain, she's like, oh, it hurts. And they were saying, it's okay, honey. They're just gallstones. And she just said, is it the size of an avocado seed? And they just looked like, no, you'd be dead. So she controlled them while she was in pain. Said, I have to give you that, I have to give her points for that. So yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, it's like the people that I run into, it's kind of amazing when I see shit like that. It's like, I think it's like my job to kind of point that sort of behavior out. Like, okay, just because they put it online doesn't make it true. This is why, and I kind of make fun of that behavior because I think it's stupid and shitty. I mean, like this also, like one person said, I just got over cancer and, I can't believe you guys didn't even throw a party for me. You should have printed, like nobody had t-shirts printed out, team, whatever my name is.
Whoa.
I was like, wow. Like when I went through my cancer scare, because I had a very rare tumor that it was found to be precancerous, not cancerous. But it was funny because I said, wow, when I went through my cancer scare, I totally wanted t-shirts printed of Team Christie. That was my priority. Like, why didn't you guys do that? That was awful. We were making fun of that. We're like, wow. That's how you can tell somebody is like, doesn't really have it. It's like, I have to have the t-shirt. I'm like, usually like when you have cancer, it's like, how can I not die?
Yeah. What can I do so the things are more, not as painful in my life, or what can I do? Like last thing you think of for real t-shirt. Yeah.
The t-shirt on.
Yeah.
Hi, Mark. Yeah.
I agree.
Cancer is terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I didn't never got it. So I'm not going to say like, I know, but I think I have an inkling because it's like your body betraying you. That's what I've heard people that have gone through cancer have told me. And in a way, because I've had pre-cancer, and again, people say, you didn't really get cancer. I mean, I know I didn't, but that scare was real. Yeah. Like
it's terrifying.
It was in an organ that like you find a mass that big, it's fucked up. So like you're fucked. Like that's a high like percentage thing. So it's like, I mean, it's just like, I'm just kind of like, I may not have gotten it, but it's like, I did go through the process. Am I going to fucking die? Because it was pretty big. It was 6 inches. So it was like, that sucked. They removed it. I don't have any bad stuff in me. It's okay. But I did get enough of a bullet bill kind of mode where it kind of grazed me sort of thing. So it's like, when you go through something like that, it's like, you kind of know how it feels in some way. Yeah. Like you get a taste of it, and it was not a good place like to be.
Were you at the time, I don't know, like for whatever, was it like, do you think diet or stress related things that caused that, or was there ever a reason, genetic?
They didn't know what, because what I had was a pseudopapillary neoplasm, and they basically said that they don't know what causes it. It just originates in Black or Asian women. It's a really weird, it's like 3 to 5%.
Yeah.
But it's cysts. It's a tumor made out of cysts, which was actually in my favor, because if it was a solid mass, that would have been more shitty. That would have been like, oh yeah, chances are you got cancer. But it wasn't anything like that. I would say that it was just weird getting it in the pancreas, because that's like one of the death sentence organs that you get stuck cancer in, because it's not curable. It's just by the time you get it, and it's so fast, it's harder to get. I mean, now like they have amazing things where you can get out of stage 4, and it's a lot more shit to do, but there's a higher survivability rate, which is a good thing. But it's funny because people would then ask me, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah, thanks. Yes. So I think what was really kind of fucked up when I had to deal with it, I think what was weird is that people came up to me and they said, did you name it? I'm like, what? Said, did you name your tumor? And I said, okay, her name was Casey Anthony because the bitch tried to kill me. Like, I never thought about it. Yeah, it kind of fucks with me. It's like when I see somebody die of pancreatic cancer, like, wow, that could have been a path that I could have taken. It's like, I think stress could have been a part of it. I did have some shit happen to me in my life I won't get into, but I think just swallowing that a lot was not beneficial for my health. I think if I stressed myself out more during the procedure, I think it could have gone there, because they said that the cysts, if they break apart, they can spread cancer. So it's like they got all the bad stuff out. It was like from the head of my pancreas, but they thought I would be diabetic. So fuck you, death again. I'm not. So yeah, but they had to reroute everything in my digestive system. I don't have an ostomy bag. Okay, guys. So don't ask. I don't have that, but I do have a fucked up scar on my stomach, which is interesting. So when the Popeye sandwich thing hit, remember how everybody was gore dancing each other about Popeye sandwiches for a period of time? I actually stood in a line like by my house. There's one near my house, which is actually really calm. I stood in a line. It wasn't even that big. And then my friend said, hey, can you get me one? Because you got a scar in your stomach and nobody will fuck with you because they think you got shanked. I'm like, great. So I got some Popeye sandwiches and we sat down. Okay, you want to see the scar? Okay, here.
Uh-oh. All right. Wow. Well, let me take this off here.
Yeah,
there you go.
Wow.
So what they do is that they cut it, but they cut it like here, because even though they run tests on you, it's like, you know, they have to make sure it's like not cancer all the way. So they actually will physically cut in and look in to see if you got the cancer. And if they do, they close you. And if you do, they close you back up and they say, okay, we're going to try other options. That didn't happen. They opened it up the rest of the way and took my guts out and rearranged them.
Yeah, very
You're
fortunate.
definitely a battle star. Yeah. I know. I am so glad that you have come a long way since then. And thank you very much for, letting your body has healed.
You know, I will say that I didn't view COVID. It's weird because when this happened, it was literally like in August, September in 2019, shortly before the whole COVID shit hit. So sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm really thankful that I fucking went through all this shit right before COVID. And what's nicer is that I got to recover for those 2 years because I was like, my body was relearning how to digest and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's harsh.
So it's a blessing in disguise, huh?
Well, I mean, I lost 50 pounds and my relatives stopped fat shaming me. So that was nice.
Positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's just
We're
like,
not fat shaming anybody. I mean, we just say it.
The pandemic was just a chaotic time for, I think, everybody. But how did you spend that time? Part of it was recovery, but was there a portion of it that where you were able to just get into that creative mode and get some ideas and put some content out there?
Yeah, I just worked from home. I just did Demon Bitch. I did 2 Kickstarters actually that same year. I just was like, when I'm fucking bored, I'm stuck at home. Everybody's bored and stuck at home. I don't want to watch for the millionth time like a riot or some bullshit. I'm gonna go and just draw stupid shit, and that's what I did.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Drawing is really a way to relieve a lot of stress, anxiety, and just horrible things that are happening in your life. Even if you're just scribbling, doodling. One of my favorite reads of all time is the Frida Kahlo diary that she did when she was sick and injured. She just the woman was in so much pain and she could barely move. And she turned art into her form of therapy. Mm-hmm. And some of her drawings were just scribbles because she couldn't even move to paint it. But that helped her overcome like insane amount of just pain that she was in her whole lifetime.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's just like for me, I just drew a lot of shit and it was like awful. I mean, the one where she finds she says, hey, I found a new pet and it's like COVID in the fucking bushes. Oh. I actually was out on one of my walks and I actually saw a ball that looked like that. So I decided I just saw it by some hedges and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I put down how COVID-19 spread in America. And she's like standing there like, oh, look, I found a new pet. Because she's like disgusting. But I mean, it was just like everybody liked that humor because I don't try to get. Frida was a hard ass. Yeah, Frida was pretty intense.
She was.
She's been through a lot of shit. I will. A
lot of shit, and I don't think I've ever seen anybody overcome more obstacles and tragedies in my lifetime and still lead a very fulfilling life. She was absolutely amazing, and I have to highlight this right now because this might be the nicest thing CJ has ever posted in a chat anywhere. He says, that was bigger than I imagined. I'm happy that you fully recovered. I need you around for many years to troll.
Well, I feel happy now.
I think that might be
That's
the
such a nice
nicest
thing to
thing.
say, CJ.
Yeah, I think that is the nicest thing he's ever said in anyone's chat.
You know what? That's really sweet. I may weep openly. Either that or give you a hug. So
Oh, good question, Eman. Are you? Oh, wait. Wow, hold on. My chat just went flying.
That's me. That's me. That's
Oh,
me.
that was you? Okay. Hold on. Yeah. What's up, Week?
I leave my hand off the mouse.
It does that. It does that sometimes though in my chat where I'll go click something and it just goes bloop bloop bloop, and I'm like, what happened? Okay, hold on a second.
Because I'm clicking on hide a current comment in them.
Okay. Yeah, I wanna highlight this Catherine from Catherine first, and I'll come back to Eman because she kind of posted this a minute ago. This is a really good question. It has to do with art. Christy, once you people already spoke about reading and drawing, I'd like to know what paper everyone likes the most and what a Korean paper you probably don't find here is like, and what might the cost be? That's a cool question. I like that.
I draw digital on my Wacom one, so I can't Wacom Touch one. So I'm kind of, I mean, if I draw on paper, I mean, there's Cottonwood Arts, and they do this good thing. I haven't, but the thing is that like I draw so much like fucked up pics. Like this thing is like almost like Bristol board and super nice.
Ooh, yeah, that's sick. Yeah.
They're actually a Korean company. They actually have storyboard books and stuff. And I bought a 12 by 12, but it's like weird. I can't bring myself to draw on them right now.
I have that problem with some art books. Like they look so pretty. Like when I was at Free Comic Book Day, they're a local family and they make these really amazing sketchbooks. Like they're works of art. They'll go get like fabric from like Joann's and like bind it themselves. And like I bought a couple, but I've had them for like 20 years and I can't just draw them just because they're so pretty. I don't want to screw up.
Yeah. So just really quick, Lady Fantastic, if you're talking about buying my books from Amazon Prime, you're not going to get them signed. I will go and I will have to sign it. But this is Cottonwood Arts. They're an independent store, so you would have to order through them. So let's see. Somebody was asking. E-Man was asking. Let's go back to his thing.
This one right here. All right.
Yeah.
No. Well, it's kind of the same one. He says two things. Is there any new work Kirsty can share with us? And he says, yeah, he's put it in there twice. So yes. Is there any new work that you can share with us?
Yeah, I have new prints, but you know, you'd have to look through them. And then I have like that book that you saw, like a Pen 15 and the kids book. So those are the two that you have to look at. But yes. I wouldn't worry about, I mean, yeah, those two, those are the newest ones. I do have other books that I've been ordering. I'm actually taking a break from Kickstarter this year. It's just, I think the economy and let's just say the elephant in the room, it's the election year. So I think everybody's just preoccupied with stuff. So until after election year, I think things will stabilize more. But I think everybody, even people that successfully fund on Kickstarter consistently, they're having difficult times.
Yeah,
like it's not hitting as hard. So I'm just like, you know, I don't think I want to work twice as hard for little money at this moment. So let me go ahead and just take a break from it, because I think the next Kickstarter I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do an omnibus. And so it's like the first 5 books, but I'm not going to be a dick and say, oh, you got to buy the fuck you or whatever. I'm just going to try to make it worth people's while. Maybe hardcover. And then I'm going to do a 6th graphic novel at the same time. So that'll be next year.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I think I might title it the most mediocre collection ever.
Yeah. Yes, that is a fantastic movie. The one where Salma Hayek played Frida. It's really good. Yeah. Let's see.
Yes.
Pandemic ruined a lot of. Yes, it actually did. It not only did it ruin the lives of people, it destroyed businesses that have been around 50, 80 years. Like my business alone has been around 50 years. We're closing next month just because COVID destroyed us. Like we lost a lot of people, but we also like nobody wants to come in anymore. It changed the entire dynamic of working. So most people are just doing it remotely now. So a lot of businesses that have been around decades just started closing their doors because you could not keep in business. And like the landlords that we have, if like you're renting, I keep trying to double your rent. And it's like, it's like nobody can come to work and work as it is. It's really ridiculous right now.
Yeah. And then it's like, you can use those to draw dick pics. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show them how to do it right. But yeah. Oh yeah. Here's my evil bitch.
Evil one. Nice. Yes. Question from Vogs. Hey, are you going to be at Heroes Con?
I unfortunately will not. But if you go on my appearances and my links, you'll see it. I'm going to be in Denver of July. I will be actually out of the country next month, but I will be at Comic Con Revolution later on in a week. I will be over at Fan Expo Denver in July 4th weekend. And then I'll be at Comic Con, obviously. And then I'm going to be going to, and then I have a lot of other ones. I'm going to go to Chicago, I think, in August. There's a few others that I will be doing. So I would say, like, take a look at my appearances. Let me take a look at my appearances. Hold on.
Here
So
I
I'll be doing San Diego Comic Con, Chicago, NorCal Edition, Los Angeles Comic Con, and Fan Expo San Francisco.
Oh, wait, I can't share that. Okay. If you go to her website, which I'm just going to share here, which is the shop, just click on the thing that says appearances, because I try to paste it, but it just takes you to a PDF document. So just check that out and then go there and check that out. But I want to bring this up too, because you were just in Calgary and you got to meet Todd McFarlane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was kind of cool. I mean, it's like, that was unexpected because I was like, I think now he's starting to like talk about his toy line now, but he actually like connected with Calgary because like that was kind of one of his hometowns because his family moved around a lot. That's where I actually met his wife. And, he came up and talked to each of us. It was really pretty cool. He's very personable, very nice.
That's awesome.
I think I bring worlds together because one of my friends said, I'm pissed at him about some little thing he did. Now I kind of like him now since he talked about it. Okay. It's kind of funny how that is. Oh, cool. Yeah. Drinks on red. Ladies
and I got a summer con too. Nice. What's up, Agu?
Well, I got to say this, E-Man, you have to identify yourself because I don't know what the fuck you look like.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to know immediately because he's going to be the one that's coming up to you with long, luxurious hair and going, I'm the greatest hair. Then he'd be like, Katie is my hair nemesis. That's how you're going to know. That's okay. Immediately how you're going to know.
He's going to have to properly identify himself.
Yeah. But it's how you're going to know. Yeah.
Thank
you,
Michael.
Michael. What's up? Thank you. Yeah. Welcome. Oh, what's up, Justin? Hey, how are you guys doing? Yeah. We got lots of actual creators in the chat. I know. What's up? Hi. Hey, guys. How are you guys doing?
He has gorgeous locks of black hair. Is he Asian or is he white?
Yep. Yeah. He's Filipino.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Yeah. He'll probably have to compare with Dave Law, fucking the auditorium, because he's got long ass hair.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Oh, hair was down. My charm didn't work. Oh, I'm trying to be like.
So your hair is not as lovely as you think. Oh shit. What's happening?
You'll recognize it from my hands when you see me.
Not only will you recognize it from his hands, you're going to recognize him for his voice. And if you just picture everybody from here down, you're going to know exactly who it is. Yeah.
Filipino Mexican. I remember. Okay, now I remember. I'm just like.
Oh shit.
Hair nemesis.
Hair nemesis. That's right. Take that.
I remember he was doing that. He was doing that shit like,
He was doing that? Yeah, now you remember? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. The two of them are getting mad. Mexicans, the Filipinos of America. Oh my god. Oh, look at this.
That's adorable.
Yeah, he gets needy and shit because she also bullies him. She's like in front of me on my keyboard and she fucking hits him. Like one time, like he was lying on the bed and it was February, so it was Black History Month. So she jumps up on the bed and starts punching him in the head. I'm like, welcome to Black History Month. Oh shit, was that bad? I was telling my friend Lawrence, he does Real Deal Comics, he is black, and I told him, he said she jumped up and started pimp slapping and he said, welcome to Black History Month. People were like, oh, that was disturbing. I said, no, everybody found it funny. There you go.
Well, it's like I'm just adding some people to the list as we're going. Okay, that's cool. Okay, I answered this question. We asked that question already. All right, hold on. Yeah, Miss Kitty is her cat's name, and she's a bitch troll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mean cats are mean. Yeah.
Yeah, he was here first, and then she beats him up.
Oh, that's so mean. No, don't do that.
Now she's mad. She's like, he's like, how dare this asshole be next to me? She's in mom's arms, and I get to lie here because she won't hold me. It's like, you don't let me hold you the way that I need to. Oh, he's hitting her in the face with her tail, and she's getting mad.
Oh, that's not nice. Hold on a second. I'm trying to open up some of your site on here so you can go over some of your art. So I'd like to do that.
I love her, my sweet little demon baby. Is she a black cat? Because that would be points if it, like she was a black cat.
Okay. Hold on a second. I'm in another window, so hold on just 1 second.
At least it didn't pause like my other shit. That was funny for a while. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just pretend I can see things.
That was
Okay.
cool and calm and collected.
Okay. Hold on. I was moving some stuff to a new window. Okay. So while I'm moving that and getting that set up, Otaku and Nam, do you have questions that you want to ask? We can go through some of those while I'm pulling some stuff up.
Yeah, so who are some of your like influences as you were, just developing your skills as an artist?
Oh, I grew up with like the Korean paper too that my parents had, and I forgot there was like this Joseon era comic strip that was syndicated.
yeah.
But I don't know what it's called. But damn, did it have like nudity and sex and cutting up people and shit? So I was like, God damn. Like I read that as a kid. And then there was another one where I actually would read the syndicate, like Garfield, Far Side, things like that. Oh, she's pissed off now. And then when I kind of got older, it was more Dirty Pair, but Adam Warren level
Ooh,
Dirty
okay.
Pair. Masume Shiro, with Appleseed. That was fun. I read a lot of underground comics too. Like I read a lot of Life in Hell. I got into Now comics a lot too as well. And that should pretty much, I think anime and manhwa and manga were there. I mean, there's Pak Sudong, which I used to read as a kid. He did Koyondul, which is like this caveman fucker. And then he did, it was like about a scholar, but as a kid. And it was just like full of fart jokes and shit. And then, because I read like random like Korean manhwa, and some of it was pretty bad by American standards in the sense of subject matter. I was like, wow, I won't get into it, but it was pretty bad. And I was like, Jesus, guys. But I mean, I just read all sorts of comics. That's just how I was. Like there was this one about, I don't even know the name, but there was this like manhwa, like it was about a dirty rag doll. So if a girl like, had a crush on a boy, and she was around a boy she turned into a dirty rag doll. And that was like her curse or something. It was really odd, It was like, there's had these weird ass stories that I was like, okay. And then I got into like Marvel and DC. I got into Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller. It's like funny how people give Frank Miller shit about his style. They're like, oh, look at how fucking shitty it is. I'm like, oh, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
Life in Hell.
So how would you distinguish between, you yourself will distinguish between, if you had to explain manhwa and manga?
So manhwa is the Korean comics, and manga is the Japanese comics. So that's pretty much what the differentiation is, as far as I know. So manhwa has its own style. They have the hydrocephalic motherfucking characters, which, like, if you look at Demon Bitch, that's kind of similar to what it is that I grew up with. But then they did like anime style kind of thing, but they had their own deal. Like it was realistic to like kind of similar, Sanctuary is kind of realistic, Crying Freeman kind of realism to like comic almost anime stuff. Like if you look at Astro Boy, and how I knew him was Atom in Korean, but I would watch I don't know what they call the Korean animation. I know they call it anime in Japan, but I forgot what they call it in Korean. But they did
Manhwa is we call manhwa. Manhwa, yanghwa. So basically,
Yonghwa.
Yeah,
like animated comics, yeah.
Okay, Yonghwa, but it was the Yonghwa that I watched. But it was fucking weird because like sometimes I'd spend summers in Korea and I'd watch the Smurfs all in Korean. That was fucking weird as shit. I was talking, I'm like, wow, okay. And I was familiar, obviously, with the Smurfs in America, so it was like, okay, this is just another level of fucking strange to me. Like how they're all speaking Korean, and it's like how they have to do the inflection. It's like, and I think later on, I would go on Muds and just kill Smurfs because I didn't like them anyway. So
oh no.
The real trip is watching X-Files in Korean.
X-Files? That's gotta be trippy.
They would dub like Mulder and Scully's voice in Korean, and it just drew the whole thing. It was just weird to watch them speaking Korean.
Right. Osamu Tezuka is pretty good. I think one of the mangas that I kind of start laughing at is Devilman and Devilman Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Devilman Lady is like, I mean, people are like, wait, isn't it Devil Woman Night? No, like literally Gona Guy wrote it as Devilman Lady. But it's like a fucking essay in that comic. I was like, God damn, you guys. What is it about? Like every time something fucked up happens to her, she turns into Devil Lady and all that, or Devilman Lady. and it's like it was like kind of messed up. I mean, yeah, she'd rip the fucker apart, but it's like, man, why does it like she has to be badass when this shit happens all the time? I don't know. It was just they just chattered in Korean. It was very strange to me. It's like I can't even like imitate it. It's like weird as fuck. I mean, I just guess go on YouTube and say Smurfs in Korean and just watch that shit. You'll know what I'm talking about. I don't know if they even have it on YouTube.
I mean, do they have very high voices on that?
Yeah, they kind of did. I mean, but I mean, it was kind of like the same pitch that they did in the American voices. Like they made them have like the stupid fucking voices and shit. And I mean, maybe not as high pitched in the American version, but definitely in the Korean version, it was a bit higher. But I think they were supposed to be like little fucking elves or sprites or some shit. I mean, they're just blue little annoying fuckers. That's it.
Yeah, they're very magical. I love Gargamel. Gargamel was hilarious to me. And the cat with Gargamel. I forgot the Gargamel.
Yeah.
Cat. Oh, I love that cat. He's amazing.
Azrael, that's the name of the
Azrael.
cat. Yeah. But it's funny because it's Belgian, so it's kind of weird in itself. It's like, where the fuck did you think of like blue things, like, and they're good to eat? Like, I guess originally Gargamel wanted to turn them into gold, but then he said he wanted to fucking eat them. Like, why do you want to eat that shit? It just
Yeah, he wanted to eat them. Like, why? They look terrible. They don't look appetizing at all. Did they
I don't know if they sound like Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee actually sounds more like low, like his voice is lower.
CJ has a question, which I'm actually going to be showing too, because I'm going to go to your store and on your Instagram in a minute.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Did you do any traditional art?
Yes, I do. I actually do traditional art, but I haven't painted in a while because I just haven't had time. But I just finished a commission for somebody. It was a sketch commission.
Oh,
so my commissions run like for sketch cover size to 9 by 12. Pencil, I think, is 35. It'll say it on the website too. Ink is 45, but 65 is color.
Cool.
So,
yeah. You have some really good prices. Also, every now and then when you co-host on the Sketch Up with Mog and Mel, you guys auction off some stuff on there too. So if you ever see her on there as a co-host, go on there because they do some really amazing things on there where they do like art and they do art giveaways and stuff like that.
Yeah,
remember May 31st, we're gonna be giving away
Yes, correct.
Christie's art. So
yay!
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah. So Stevie Weeby is a Smurf. What?
I don't know, James. Elaborate with that one. All right.
Because I know like they had the little girl and they had the two boys, like a knight and a page or something like that, or the two squires and shit. And they were
yeah. That was like later, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the chronology because syndicated TV they just show shit out of like order, and you're just like, that's why I guess I don't watch TV anymore because it's like I got so pissed off as a kid. Like whenever they show like the first episode of Ultron, and we're like, oh, okay, it's a 2-parter. We're gonna watch the next one, and they fucking showed the car one. I'm like, fuck you guys.
Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna present your store. Oh, there we go. There's your store. So the Psylocke and the Alexa right here are copies of your traditional. Like they're like your little doodles that you like. Like it's very cool. I love the way that they look. Oh wait, can I click in there?
Nice.
Yeah, that's the print. I sold the Psylocke original. I should actually take that off because I was being lame.
Try to show it. Is it still showing up? Because I clicked out of there. But yeah, I just want to give you a different, because you have a couple different styles of art. You have like the demon bitch style, which is very much cartoony, but you also have this really cool, like it reminds me of like the Asian calligraphy that we were talking about before, kind of like the Amano-ish style, like, but it's your own like take on it, which I think is very, very, very beautiful. Because you also have another book as well. Let me see if I can see this on here. Does it show it on here? Am I on here? Your webtoon?
My webtoon.
This one right here. Right here.
Okay.
This one right here. Yes, you have this book as well, which is very cool. And I really like the art style that it's in it.
Thank you.
Let me see. Is it in here? Let me see. Just open this real quick. No, that's demon. Okay. Hold on a second. Portfolio. Am I on here? Where's this? Okay. Sign books. But yeah, you have a lot of stuff on here. You can see the difference between like your traditional and like the different styles, which I find very fascinating. I love it when artists kind of have like two different types of things that you can get. But if you want to, you can get these books here. You still have them on your website. So that's cool. You can get them signed as well. And they're adorable. I like this one. I actually like this F word book a lot. It was hilarious.
I make that bigger. I want to see it.
Oh, you want to make it bigger? Okay, yes. Hold on a second. There you go. You want to make me big?
Yeah. Let me see.
Big
Okay.
Diet.
Hold on.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Yes.
Mr. F.
So yeah, I really like the message that's kind of in this because this is like your ode to the children's book, like you're talking about before with Stephen Prince.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy this story. It's so cute, and I like that you personally, when you sign them, you give little notes in there, which is cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
like.
the thing. Yeah.
Look at.
Oh, that's downtown LA.
That's downtown LA. Oh, perfect. But this is my favorite part. The font that you use is like that old school style, like typewriter, where it's kind of like wonky and stuff when you print on it, which is really cool. But I like that; it really fits in there. It's nice. But here, so like, you want to explain a little bit about, because there's a lot of people that rejoined us in here. Would you like to explain a little bit more about the demon bee meets the F word?
Okay, so Demon Bee or Demon Bitch, depending on which version you get. She's a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers. And she wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon, but the first one never happened because she's a stupid bitch. She's based on Girls Like Hate. And so what it is that for Demon Bee meets Mr. F Word. So what it is that she meets this guy named Mr. F Word. Now he can't say his name because bad things happen. So, but he realizes that as he goes with his journey with Demon Bitch, who basically also grifts him, he realizes that, oh, you know, I think Demon Bitch is like, he said, like, basically, wait, I'm an important person. Even the King of England can't say anything, or the President of the United States. They can't even say my name. Wow, but everybody knows who I am. So he feels important. And then he tells Demon Bitch to go fuck herself.
Yeah. All the tragic things that keep happening when people say his actual name, it's hilarious.
It is actually, Sleeper Reader, it is actually a good, it is actually an totally appropriate kids book. Like I had Steven read and he had 2 small children and it worked out.
Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the show.
You still need to buy one? Yeah, pick one up. It's really cute. And it has actually a really good message in it as well. Like, you know, one second. Yeah. Say, who is the guest? Surely Christy is a panel member at this point. You know, if you want to join us, go for it. I mean, you're more than welcome. You're lovely to chat with. We love you. But yeah, no, it's really cute. It's adorable. And then let me show off the demon. So how many demon bitch books have you done already?
Let's see. So I've done Hellfire and Damnation, She Sucks, Alcoholics and Anonymous is Triggered, and Pen 15, and then the sixth book is Demon Bee meets Mr. F Word.
Okay.
So I've done 6 books of Demon Bitch alone. That's not all of my rest of my.
So then
that should be in all libraries. Well, I actually signed up for Library Pass, so we'll see how fast that gets in.
Nice.
And you can get digital copies through Global Comics too. Every time you read one of my books, I actually get paid, even though if you don't hit the paywall.
Ooh, lovely. Let's see. That link is on here as well. I'll link that in a minute.
Yeah, it links to the first book, like when you open the first book, but you can navigate around and look at something.
Cool. Yeah, so your shop is cool. So if you guys are looking for this, and go check it out. I did post the links in the chat for the store. But yeah, you have all kinds of stuff. You have traditional stuff. You can get original sketches from you, sketch covers on here. Another thing that I like too is I picked this up on the Kickstarter, but you have really nice set of pins. Here.
Oh yeah, the Tamabichi.
Yeah, yeah.
That is
I had to get that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Stupid Happy, and the face is blown like a Tamagotchi.
I love it so much. But yeah, check that out. Yeah, that's in her shop. There's a whole bunch of them. But I had to get that one. That was amazing.
You know, Ryan Odegawa just sent me a link to Korean. What is Smurf? Korean Smurf. You guys want to see it?
Yeah, show us the Korean Smurf. Show us the. I hope you don't get dinged, by the way, but show us the Korean Smurfs.
Okay. Let's see if I can show it.
If it's what I remember, God, I'm gonna have a flashback.
Oh man, you might have to remove my thing first and then re-add it on there. But yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm just gonna go in the middle somewhere and.
I'm gonna drop the link one more time for your link tree in there, so that way people have that. But yeah, all of her links are in there. You just go follow that. They are down below because I added that in the description. Yes, how a bitchy, right? It's amazing. Oh yes, please let's watch this.
Oh fuck!
I remember watching this.
Oh
it is
no.
trippy.
I'm going to increase the voice. Let me see if I got the voice right. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
여전한 가가멜도 함께하죠. 버섯마을 꼬마 요정들의 즐거운 이야기.
받아 똘똘아, 내가 주는 선물이야. 고마워.
빵 터지는
I'm gonna stop right there. Did you hear? Did you hear?
Kids
Yeah, I
James
heard
Bond.
it. Yeah.
If you watch the whole episode of that as a kid, you will never be the same.
It kind of sounded more devious when he had the present in Korean.
Yeah, he's just like, here, have it, you know, and he says, oh, thank you. And he's just like, fucking,
Yeah.
oh god, you guys gotta find like the fucking like I can't believe it's on the Disney fucking channel over there. So that's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's also. Hold on. Did I try to make sure? Yes. Okay. I'm trying to add everybody on our list as we're going at the same time. So
What the fuck is this moon speed? You know what's funny is that one of my friends told me, like when K-Town, when they're moving to K-Town in LA, one of his friends said, like, he's like, what's all this Cheerio writing all over the fucking wall? I'm like, fuck you guys.
Tate saying that who oh my god, who knew Smurfs could get better? Gonna watch it in Korean now. Yeah, that's oh man, that's hilarious. We would have
It's just weird how they talk to each other. Like,
that's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. And CJ thinks he just found his new favorite cartoon. We should oh my gosh, we should do a backstage watch on that and just we would have so much fun doing that. Oh my gosh.
For some reason. You'll
Yeah.
just watch it and just be I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? What the fuck
Is that a part of Disney now? The Smurfs?
I
It's on
don't
the
know
Disney
actually.
Channel.
They buy it
It's on
fucking
the
every
Disney Channel.
It is on Disney
It's
Channel.
on the
wow.
Disney Channel?
I don't think Disney
Wow.
owns. Well, maybe they do. Marvel owns everything. So I mean, Disney owns everything these days.
What
Well, who came
company
out with
actually
the-
did? What company actually did the Smurfs? Now that I can't remember.
I don't know, but they just had last year they had the Smurfs for Comic Book Day. I don't know who the publisher for that was, but yeah, they came out with the Smurfs book last year.
I'm
Yeah.
tempted to say IDW, but I'm not really sure.
Possibly. They have a lot of the rights to the licensing from like the 80s cartoons, so that would make sense to me. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Tate's down for a watch party of Korean
Let's go.
Smurfs. Let's do it.
Just sit there and just like, what the fuck is this?
I'm sorry, we gotta have a commentation from Christy. Christy, definitely.
Oh, that would be amazing. Oh my gosh, yeah.
My crane is
Ayo, I
absolutely.
think.
Heyo.
My crane is
Ayo,
absolutely.
Hanna-Barbera. Oh,
Oh,
Hanna-Barbera.
Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, you're right. I think so.
Oh
I
man,
think
you guys
they're Belgian.
forget about them. Yeah.
Aren't they owned by some I don't know if they are. I know they're Belgian, so I think at least they're. I don't know. Peyo is the creator. Yeah, you're right. Peyo is the
Yeah,
creator.
as a creator, yeah.
Yeah, Asterix is French, I believe, and that weird it's kind of got that weird shit going on. And then my friend also likes Tonton. It's called Tintin in American or English, but he pronounces in French like Tonton. That's how you say it. It's actually I like the style actually. I like the style of the old style cartoons. Like I would actually read Bringing Up Father or something, or Coming Up Father, that was with Maggie and Jigs and all that, like the old school shit like that.
Let's see.
Belgian
Tate says,
Pierre
Yeah.
Coliford in 1958.
wow.
Hanna-Barbera, yeah, they were owned by WB, but I don't know if Hanna-Barbera exists anymore.
No, they lost the licensing because remember when you used to go to like the Universal parks and whatever, they would have a Hanna-Barbera section. They slowly kind of got rid of that over the years. But I think their licensing was sold to someone else because you don't really see anything to do with the Hanna-Barbera anymore.
Well, you know, Smurfs, like people are like, what the fuck are these stupid things? I think they want to step on them now.
Somebody brought up the Snorks earlier, which would be even more
Oh, they
hilarious.
were Smurfs.
Oh,
were
yeah.
fun.
I
That's what
loved
I
the Snorks. I love the Snorks. They were weird, but I love them. I love my weird little little animated like weird animal cartoons. That was some of my favorite stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like Snorks was actually like just a rip-off of Smurfs. I think they even admitted it.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
for sure. Yeah. Paper Cuts is a publisher, it says. Okay.
yeah, they got revamped. I know Paper Cuts recently. They had the Barbie license for a while.
Asterix was also out for Comic Book Day.
Oh wow, I didn't see that, but then I didn't get any of the free comics because I was too busy like at my
Yeah.
table.
Oh no! I think I got some extra, and I can go to my LCS if I have. If there's any that you're looking for, let me know, and I can see if I can get some. Because he usually lets me get whatever's left over, because I usually send them to people that don't have an LCS, which is a lot in this community, actually. Yeah, 2020, 2001. It's been defunct since 2001. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Snort
That seems
scared the
like
shit out of me.
good.
It was clueless Smurf. It is a female Smurf.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Yeah, I remember watching that episode. She had
That
dark
was
hair.
a weird
Yeah.
episode. Like didn't he make her to go like
Seduce them or something.
seduce them or something to lure them to him or something? Yeah. Oh, Mad Cave bought paper cuts? Really?
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, I kind of heard about that. And then she like to make her good. Papa Smurf did some magic and she turned from black hair to blonde. I said, doesn't this give me issues?
What's this? MeTV is starting a new cartoon channel. Oh, I would love that. Oh, wait, Kate now says Cartoon Network now owns Hanna-Barbera. That would be a good fit for that. I really love old school style. You don't like sea monkeys?
You know what I did? I have a fucked up story about sea monkeys.
Oh, please tell us this. Yeah.
So I got really over eager. So when we got the sea monkeys, I didn't read the instructions, so I poured everything in the fucking thing.
Oh no.
Then they hatched it, but they died because you're supposed to do it in stages. So I ended up crying. So we did it again. And then I actually kept them going for a while. But, I realized that when you feed them the algae powder, they don't eat it all. So it's like, you don't know this as a kid. You just measure it out because you're following the instructions. And then they were eating and stuff. But then we had to move and we just had them in this jar. So my dad just shook his head and just poured them out.
Oh, no. Chrissy ate the sea monkeys. No, I don't think she did.
No, I killed them. That was the first genocide.
Oh, no. Okay, update on Hanna-Barbera was a standalone company, was folded into Warner Brothers Animation. All right, well, thank you. Also, yes, eventually I would like to make weird horror books.
Oh, fuck you about the heavy metal version of Smurfs. I don't really want to see titties and shit on Smurfs.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to see that.
I mean, I like the magazine Heavy Metal. Like I told one of the editors,
that's lovely.
I said, like,
I'm a fan of the Heavy Metal magazine.
He loves heavy metal. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said to them, like, I hope you bring the big titties back because that's what made the fucking magazine. And they were fucking laughing when I was.
That's why he likes it.
You can draw girls with boobs of all sizes. I
like boobs. I mean,
I know. That's a famous clip review where he just like adding boobs, and we're like, yes, we know it.
I mean, I just liked it because it was weird. I mean, yeah, like sometimes it could be pornographic, or really mature.
It had a lot of great art in it, though. It's fantastic.
Yeah, great art.
The art was good, and the stories were fucking good.
Yeah, there were some just fantastic painted panels in there, which were just phenomenal. Like some of my favorite painters ever have like little snippets of like books and stuff in there. It's great. I love it.
Katie, you already have a buyer for your comic book.
Thank you. Yeah, I will create some. Yes, eventually I'll get around to that. Hold on, I'm trying to find. I lost something. Where'd it go? Oh, here. Catherine wanted to know. Did you ever read? What does it says? It's no good.
Did I
say that right? Did I say that right? I can't really.
Oh, it's no good. I don't know. If I didn't hear about it, then I didn't read it. What's it about?
Yeah, let us know.
It might have been called something else here.
Oh, could have been. I like finding out about new books I haven't read, then go find them because there's been some really, really good. Oh, thank you. There's been some really good titles that we talked about today that I never heard of, and I want to go. Especially some of the movies that sound amazing.
I hate you guys right now because now it's like I remember in the 90s, when you would just find the weirdest videos on the internet.
Yeah.
Somebody actually did a porn with Smurfs, and I happened to see that.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh no!
The makeup went everywhere, and it was just like weird as fuck.
Oh, terrible!
Why did you do this? Like you look at why did you do this? It was bad.
Oh, that's awful. There's an ET one. There's an ET one that I've seen clips of online, and it is absolutely horrific.
Oh.
I think I've seen
horrific. That one. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Oh, it's a French comic. Okay.
Oh, what's it about?
I've only seen it here. Okay.
Huh. Weird. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I like that. There's some fantastic French editions of books that you could only get in France for like hardcovers or like really lovely printed like artist editions. They're fantastic. I love how they print over there. It's amazing. Yeah. Oh boy, he's correct.
the Europeans actually view comics as an art form.
Yes.
Whereas comics we do, but it's more of like a pulp kind of, oh, we can toss it type of shit. But I think that culture is kind of changing in general with comics in general. I think people are just going like, eh, whatever, horrific. I've seen the same writer's asterisk. If I saw it, I think I would know.
Yeah, it's I see your comment leaks. Yeah, that's hilarious. But
if I saw that, it's like,
yeah, no, you're good. Hopefully you don't get any Smurf pics later. Yeah, dude, there's a porn to ruin every childhood memory. I bet, yes.
I've seen them all.
Oh my gosh,
Defensive with fucking Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that has got to be weird. Also, Scooby-Doo was a weird cartoon as well.
Well, I mean, there's Velma, but I think
is there Scooby-Doo porn?
Oh,
there
probably.
Is.
Oh,
there
no,
is.
for sure. I'm saying for sure there is. Yeah,
it makes sense that there would be.
Yeah.
Well, it's like kind of funny because like Velma, I actually don't like, but that's because she reminds me of somebody that was like just like that, and I wanted to punch them in the face. So like, I don't want to see a whole cartoon of somebody I want to punch in the face. I actually.
That's terrible.
Oh, Fleeing did comics. That's interesting. The Smurf porn is in my What the Fuck series. Yeah, they're a dark blue too. Like I don't know if it's the film, but if they're a dark fucking blue, they're like almost navy and shit. And you're like,
wow, that is bizarre. That's
the makeup
something.
goes everywhere. The makeup fucking goes everywhere.
Yeah, like you said, yikes, for real.
They did a zombie one too.
Oh, that's got to be terrible. That's gonna be just dead on awful.
Like
They're
something
just really
awful
hurting for original material, I guess.
something awful would always like do this thing called the horrors of porn, and you would just read like their article about what it is, and you're like, that's great. And they review Japanese dating sims, and like the lowest you can get was a -50 because it's bad. Oh yeah,
my goodness. Oh geez, yeah, that's awful. That's awful. Some awful stuff out there.
I mean, I just happened to see it like because like back in the day, like the internet, like you would just want to like see the most awful shit ever. And like I was with someone at the time.
Yeah.
And like I happened to run into some ones where they showed male part torture, if I can say that. Very, very, very
oh yeah.
I just happened to stumble on it and
this is the theme of just yikes.
And then somebody like this guy that I was dating at the time said, oh, let me watch it because he liked watching gross stuff with me. I said, you don't want to watch it. He says, no, I want to watch it. And I'm like, you don't want to fucking watch it. Seriously, you don't. And he watched it and he started throwing and he wanted to throw up. I'm like, see, I told you not to watch this shit.
Yikes. Oh man, what are you saying? A friend of mine goaded her viewers. I don't believe in Rule 34. There's no way. There's Thomas the Tank Engine porn. Wow. They proved her wrong. Yeah, that is legit.
Like, I've seen pictures of it. It exists. Yeah. There was also like Super Mario Brothers. That was pretty bad. Like I didn't watch it, but I saw.
Did that the Italian accents or?
I always want to punch Adam He-Man in the face, but if you punch him as He-Man, I don't think it would be a hate crime.
No, he kind of deserves it. But also, hello, hi Shikari, how are you?
Hi Shikari, what's up? What are we watching? You don't want to know. We talked about all sorts of horror things.
Yeah, we won't link you to the weird childhood traumatizing porn cartoons. You accidentally, accidentally, yeah.
No, I was just bored and I was looking. It's like, I would go on these websites and I'd be like, what's this weird fucking shit? And I'd look at it. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, that's nice. I think one site I really didn't consistently go to at all because it really had horrible shit was Encyclopedia Dramatica. Like, no, I don't need to see any.
I remember that site. Yeah, we could stay.
Is that site still around?
I don't know. That's a good question. Oh no. Oh, you guys are getting into some weird stuff. But yeah. Also, I love the way that these are printed. They have a really cool feel to it, like that matte, like nice. And I know a lot of people like books based on like texture, and these have really cool texture to them. Love it. They're kind of like that leathery feel to it.
It does have that Korean look too, actually.
Yeah, like the hydrocephalic look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're nice. I really like it, and I like the way that the panels. Oh, here's I love this piece too. This was one from your Kickstarter exclusive prints, the one from Mog. She did such a good job on that one. Yeah, but yeah,
it's funny. God, you're ugly. You know, but he's just like it's just so funny because like I just like throwing it out random fan art to people to draw. And then they draw it. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I don't get mad at like whatever they draw. Sometimes I really like what they draw, but she drew her all sexy. I'm like, all right, I don't know why.
That's not what you wanted.
There was another one where a guy, I think Art of Christian, he drew her and it was like these porn tits. And I'm like, I mean, that's better like how I would have drawn her. And I don't mean by skill. It's just I wouldn't have drawn her like from like titties or something like that. I would just draw her like this sausagey white dog bird look.
But yeah, look at how gorgeous she drew. Here, make me larger and so we can show this off because Shikari said she's a huge Mog fan. Yeah, I love Mog. Mog's great. Here we go.
Yeah, they got the print.
That's nice.
It's so pretty. But I love the way that the eyeshadow is and the makeup on the face. It's so lovely.
I don't know, that skull looks like it's grinning a little bit.
That skull is happy, let me tell you.
Yeah, I just like looked at that. It was funny because I looked at that and I said, that's Demon Bitch, but she's actually gorgeous. Like Demon Bitch is a gross piece of shit.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know how she's always like, look at me, I'm gorgeous. This is what she thinks she looks like in her head. So that's what she's seeing herself as, but this is literally what she looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
When do we get a Demon Bitch pop-up book? I don't know. I have to look into how that's made.
Ooh, that would be fun. That would be fun because you have like just some of the stuff that happens that she goes through in each one of these panels is just hilarious. But there's another one of the fan art that you had in your Kickstarter.
Yeah, Philip Jin did that. He sent that to me, and I decided to put it in there. But it's like, is this love? He's like, oh, get away.
And then this is one of my favorite characters. There's Shitbird, and I like how he's always like, my ass.
My ass. Damn, that's a hot drawing. Well, TF, if you go and order it, then I can sign it. And then the thing is, if you catch Mog, she'll sign it too.
Ooh, yeah, she's awesome too. Like, yeah, so the EXP, that's the_EXP, is where Mog and Mel will do their streams, and they do the SketchUp show on there. So go find them on there. But let me see. Print is it under prints?
I don't have prints.
You want me to add to
I
the
gave
stage?
the rest to the artists because they were limited. But I think Mel and Mog have the actual print itself.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Because you got a lot, but on your site, you have a lot of really good prints too. Like if you want the Electra print and some other ones are on there. They're really lovely. Hold on a second.
You know what? You inspired me. I will send you my own rendition of Demon Bitch fan art for you. Do not freaking sue me. If you want to do fan art, that's fine. As long as you say it's fan art.
I know. I already told her I was going to be making a Demon Bitch hot dog art one day. So when I get after this month, what's going to happen. I'm going to be doing it. Yeah. But yeah, I also love the horse character.
Oh yeah, the method piece of shit.
Like you have such really good, like almost like characters, like you know how like they do like the characteristic. What do you call those? Caricature. Oh my god, I can't even say that right now. But yeah, I love that. It's amazing. Hold on, see if I can get to the others.
Bed hopping horse like deals with her self-inflicted eating disorder and drug problem. And if people start getting mad at me about that, I almost went through that too. So shut up. I didn't have a drug problem though. Oh, Kenny Aiken. Yeah, he does Apex.
I love that one. That's so cute. Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like I met the girls that like I want to be perpetually skinny, but they're total fucking assholes. But they have all these problems, and you think, oh well, they have all these problems. That's why they're assholes. No, they're just assholes. The problems are separate.
Yeah. So this one here is another one by it was another one of the prints that were available on the Kickstarter. But this is an homage to Pearl. So if you haven't seen Pearl, the horror movie, go check it out. But she's like, I'm a star.
She does look better in dress. I mean.
Well, yeah.
Well, she's covering most of her body.
So Shikari,
that's my comic, dude.
This is her comic. Yeah, hold on a second. So you just had the Kickstarter. So you did a double Kickstarter for both of these books right here.
Yeah, I did one Kickstarter for two. Yeah.
Yeah. They're currently available at the moment. You can get books. You can get them signed too. But here, let me here. See if I can. This is going to be a long link, but I'm going to post it. But this goes directly to the books on your shop page. So there you go. You just post those in there. Here we go.
Thank you.
Post it in here as well. Yeah. So this will go directly to the page here. Hold on, let me see. Apex and Apex Legends. Yeah. Oh, geez. Yeah. You want to answer that while I post some stuff?
I don't consider it copyright infringement as long as you're not selling the character as your own. I mean, if you're doing it for fun, I'm okay with it, just as long as you tag me. Like one guy wanted to tattoo Demon Bitch on his body, so I'm waiting for him to tattoo me. Because I told him,
Oh man, I want to see that when that happens. Here, let me show off more of this where you guys are.
his name was Matt, and he just went like, "I want to go," and he says, "All right, man, here's my social media when you get it done," because he said he had a deposit at the fucking tattoo parlor he goes to.
I wonder if Matt is our hot dog Matt.
I love the way that Azoralita did this as well. I mean, I love this is my favorite part, right?
Oh, her ass, my ass, my ass, my ass.
I know, it's amazing. But yeah, so if you follow Christy on any one of her social medias, because you have your Demon Bitch page that you normally just post all the Demon Bitch stuff, then you have your own one for Horror Tora Studios, which posts a little bit more of some other stuff that you do on here. But follow this because every day that you drop something on here, it literally makes my day. And I'm not kidding when I say that because I crack up so hard when I see every one of your posts on here. It's fabulous. I love it.
That's the bathroom one of I'm Shitbird, I'm Shitbird.
Oh, here. Yeah, there you go. That one. Yeah. You're obsessed with me. Yeah. So Shikari, if you wanted to have more information, I posted the link to the story, but this one is more like an actual children's story, and this one is more like the panels, like the individual panel page ones on here. But you do have what did you say, 5 other books on there or 4 other ones?
Yeah, there's like 4 other ones. That's the 5th book, and then the kids book is technically the 6th book. But I'll probably be doing an omnibus, like the most mediocre collection ever.
With the little feet, I love it. Yeah, it's so cute.
Patio table stomach.
You're definitely not gonna be tattooing Demon Bitch on you. But you're willing to have her tattooed on the worm.
Who's the worm again? I forgot.
That's Nauman. That's Nauman because his name is a comic bookworm, so we call him Worm.
Well, I mean, I have patches, so pick the patch and you can sew
That's
it on
right. You do have patches. Yeah, but I adore this. This is so fun to me. And I love seeing your posts literally every time I see them. Like I know this person. I've been this. Oh no, my camera. The onesie guy.
Yeah, it's like that annoying person that fucking like has like a onesie.
Yeah,
like that's stupid right there. It's like, oh my god.
They are the best outfit to wear though when it's you're at a chilly con and you just put a onesie on and just go full on shenanigan mode. That's usually how I live my con life. But
I'm terrible at onesies.
Go check this all out. I've been trapped on several of them. It's hilarious. Yes. So that's me. That's what I have to show here. So, hello. Hey, Daniel. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, Daniel.
Happy birthday, dude. You just had a birthday. What?
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah. All right. So here, let me put Christy back on here. Boom. So we've almost been going for almost 2 hours now, which it's felt like 10 minutes because any single time you get on here, I have such a pleasure talking to you. You are adorable. Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? We didn't talk about your lunch hour YouTube. Let's talk about that real quick.
So I'm on the Indie Comics Network, but also subscribe to my YouTube channel. So subscribe to both just in case if one shits the bed. And I'm on Twitter Spaces and all that other stuff. I'm also broadcasting on Facebook. So I should be able to see all you guys comment. But if at the worst, like subscribe to all of them. That way you won't miss it. And what it is that for an hour, I just draw whatever the fuck I want. And we'll just talk and we'll do that. Sometimes I'll be working on client work if the client's okay with it. Or I'll just draw and I'll just chat about to you guys all sorts of stupid shit. And sometimes I'll talk about different things or kind of go off on a tangent or whatever. And, like there's like some other, like for a while I was like talking about girls' names that rhymed with annoying. So there you go. Oh, there's this chick named Annoying because they're usually fucking annoying. And that's like, so I'm this, it's like this. The older I get, the more I realize why Dorothy was the way she was from Golden Girls. Yeah, it's just talk.
Great. Oh, you have some stuff for later. Wow. Yeah. References for later, TF. Yeah. We delved into a lot of awesome topics today. So what else do you have coming up? You're going to be at, besides, because a lot of people just popped in here. You're going to be at your Ottawa. The Ottawa, is it Ottawa, right?
No. Comic-Con Revolution, Ontario.
No, Ontario. I got it mixed up. Yeah, that is literally
No, but it's Ontario. It's in California, not Canada.
Oh, California. Okay. Yeah.
California. Yeah, Ontario, California.
Ontario, California. Nice.
Yeah, and then and Mel and Mog will be there too.
Oh no. Okay.
So if you buy the book from me, you can get it signed by them. And also, hopefully, I'll get the other books in time because I ordered them, but it's like holy shit. And then so there's that. Yeah, avocado toast is fucking cheap. No, it's not. But then I'll be out of commission for about a month in June, and then I'll be going to Denver in Fan Expo. So I'll be doing that in July, and then San Diego Comic Con, fake Ontario, Jesus Christ. So and then I have that, and I mean you could go in my appearances. I think in August I will have Chicago. And then I know I will have Asian Invasion. I'm waiting on back for another con. So in September, so I don't know if I'll get that or not. And then lastly, I will be going to Los Angeles Comic Con. So if I'm in any other thing, I would probably put it up. But I would just start checking a lot just to see if there's any new events. Because sometimes I just have all these events that pop up.
Nice. Good question.
And then I'm supposed to San Francisco from Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, what are you saying? So E-Man is asking because he also has a beer and food channel. Christy is traveling. Where? Favorite food there. All right. So the next destination that you're doing, what's your favorite food around that place? If there is
well, one. I'd say that there's a lot of very good Chinese and Asian food. I'm going to check out Big Catch. That was really fucking good pre-COVID. And they have like different restaurants, but each restaurant is different. And unfortunately, the one in Alhambra closed down, which sucks ass. But they used to have these really fucking good oysters for $1.50. It's funny because then I was talking to Nita, who lives in Louisiana. She's like, that's a lot. That's a stupid amount to pay for a fucking oyster. And I'm like, yeah, but in California, that's for a fucking song, dude. You have to understand, I have to pay LA prices. So $1.50 for $1 or $2.50 for an oyster is actually cheap.
Yeah.
So it's like, I will say this: if you come from California, New York, if you come from California, New York, you go anywhere else, it's like, God damn. Like when I went to Canada, it's like 73 cents to the dollar. And like Don Wynn and I were sitting there like, oh, fuck, dude, look at this. This is $5. But it's Canadian dollars because we're used to like crazy insane drink prices.
Sorry, Canada.
I mean, no, Canadians, like I've been told by a native like Joshua Pantalesco, he met us up there. He lives in Calgary or lives in Calgary. And he was telling us like Canadians think their money's kind of a joke because of the inflation. So like literally literally it's just like you would pay for it and it's like 73 cents to their dollar. Like literally like our money went further. And so it was like in LA, we were used to fucking $18 cocktails and there were even $18 mocktails. Yeah, it's just like a standard drink. But then when you went to Canada, it was like $5. And I'm like, wow, that's cheap. But then you're like, wow, it's like fucking cheap now.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Because that's a thing too. When you go to Baltimore, their seafood is so high. It's higher price.
You don't want to be eating seafood in New York City.
No.
That's suspect.
You know what's even
actually there's a good place in New York City for seafood.
Okay, yeah, you've been there.
I've noticed in coastal towns, it's when it's the most expensive, but it's like right fucking there. Like you don't have to do much.
Yeah, it's so fresh. Yeah, like it makes more sense that it's overpriced like elsewhere where you're not around the fresh areas because you have to package it and ship it.
Yeah, like the Midwest. Like even in the Midwest, when I went to Boise, Idaho, they actually had really good Asian food there, and I was like, wow, I was half expecting like this like shitty like cornstarch covered stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on the Midwest, but like. For a while, Asian food was not a strong point, but a lot of people moved out there. So it's like, oh, shit, this is really fucking good,
Yeah. There's been a lot of good Korean barbecue places that are popping up, but they're also like
we're
half
everywhere.
Barbecue and then half like the traditional style food as well, which I love that. That's fun for me.
Yeah, nice. It kind of sucks because I think the coastal towns, because it's like the real estate is more. So the taxes are higher there and the sales taxes. So that's why
that makes sense. Price. Yeah.
Florida has shitty food. Like, I don't remember what the fuck I ate in Florida. I heard conch is really good in the Haitian community and all that, but other than that, I can't fucking remember. And I think Cuban food's fucking good there too. But Charlotte has
The only thing I remember eating in Florida was when we went to Disneyland and we just tried all of the, was it Disney World, Disneyland? I get those mixed
Oh
up.
yeah, like you have to go to like
Go to
different.
the Epcot Center and you go to all the different like things. That's the only thing I remember eating when we went down to Florida. Like I don't remember anything else.
Well,
when we
we-
were
I
gone.
No,
went to
no, that's not a good food in the Disney. Disney food is
Uh-oh.
not very good.
No, it
Uh-oh.
can be good. I
Well,
like it.
can be, yeah.
Actually, Miami sounds like they have good food anyway.
They-
like
They
Miami.
might, yeah.
Tokyo Disney has good food. Like you go to their food
Tokyo
court, it's
Yeah,
really
but
high
Orlando,
quality.
I mean, Orlando Disney World food. I mean, yeah, you have to go really expensive part of the Disney, restaurants. But yeah, they're not really that good.
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a hot minute before I go back there, but they have a lot of cool attractions. But I remember because I went in 4th grade, half the stuff that they had when they were on there is not there anymore. So I'm looking forward to going back to see what's changed.
Well, I actually went to Disneyland because obviously I live closer to Disneyland, and actually I went to the Galaxy's Edge, like cantina. I mean, of course it's overpriced because it's fucking Disneyland, whatever.
Yeah.
But it actually was decent. I like ate it. I'm like, oh wow, this is actually good.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like shit. Like how you get the shitty hot dog and you get the shit. They actually upped it. Like we went there for my niece and nephew and their cousins and stuff, and we went there and the ears, they upgraded the fucking ears. Like I said, can I take a look at your ears? And they said, yeah, like the little one of my nieces. So she took it off and I was kind of touching. I mean, I wasn't bending the shit out of it, but how she was putting it in her backpack, even though she was careful, like those things are huge, like they don't easily fit in a backpack. I was like, damn, this thing is actually pretty, like they're $40.
Yeah.
But the thing is that the design is actually good. Like, they'll be like Nightmare Before Christmas or whatever. They'll customize the ears. But like when you feel the ears and you feel the headband, it's like, wow, this can actually bend pretty well. Like, remember the shitty felt ears and the stupid fucking shit we had to wear? And it's like,
terrible.
wow, it's 10 times better.
Wow.
Like, it's like $40, but it's kind of worth it. And they were able to put it in their backpacks and stuff, like the little toy backpacks and shit.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So on some ways, Disney kind of upgraded some of their stuff, so that's good. I mean, they still sold the shitty ears and the beanie, but it wasn't bad,
Yeah.
I haven't been there in like 10 years, so maybe I'm just
10 years.
not updated yet. Yeah.
I mean, I had to go because it's like, niece and nephew and all that other shit. It was for the kids, but I mean, it was good. I mean, it was an all paid trip and I'm like, and it was nice. Like, I mean, it wasn't shitty food or anything. Like, yes, it was a little overpriced because it was Disney, but you know what? It was not bad. Like, I didn't feel like I got cornholed on some level. It's like, okay, the food's kind of decent. It's actually pretty good. And I actually did go to Disneyland a couple of times because I had friends that worked at Disneyland or worked for the companies that work for Disneyland. And one time for WonderCon, they were like, hey, I can get 6 of us in. Let's go and do Cars Land. And I'm like, okay, fine. And so we went to Cars Land and we just hung out for like a while. And there's like a California restaurant with a pasta and shit, like to imitate a winery. So we ate there and the food was actually okay. So it wasn't like, I wouldn't say it's like the most stellar fucking place ever, but it was like, I didn't feel assholish or angry when I spent the money for it.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten better. I mean, you're still going to get kind of gouged a bit, but it's not shitty, like where you're like, this was not worth it at all. Like maybe it's like $15 worth of food, but you have to pay 20, but it's actually kind of an okay thing because it actually tastes good enough that that it's overpriced, but it's not like. Now I heard the Super Mario Cafe over at Universal Studios is fucking good. Like the Super Mario Land.
I hear really good things about that place. It looks amazing.
I
would have so much fun there. Yeah, that looks great.
I haven't had a chance to go over there, but when I do, it'll be cool.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did take them to Disney last year and you spent it got really pricey everything got pricey since last couple of years, but yeah.
Yeah, they said they basically said that the best times to visit are probably, I'm thinking like right before the humidity hits because it sucks, like right before summer. But other than that, like if you go, it's pretty good. So like it was actually nice. Like my brother-in-law and I were walking around, we're like, wow, this is actually nice. I remember like standing in line at Disneyland. It was fucking hot as hell and you're all sweaty and shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you don't go during the summer. You go like right before June. or
Yeah,
right
that's-
after the autumn.
So
I
yeah,
think
you're
we
in. Yeah, go for it, and then I'll ask something with this question.
Well, I think it's like, no, you know what? I think it was closer to August. I mean, closer to Halloween, because I remember in Haunted Mansion they had all the Nightmare Before Christmas shit up inside it.
Yeah, because they do like a Halloween weekends down. Do they do it in both places where they do the Halloween weekends?
I think because I remember I went to a friend's wedding on Halloween, so
Ooh.
like a week before they did it, and it was pretty cool.
So I was gonna bring Ask up because you're in Hawaii, so I bet the food prices and stuff got to be there crazy expensive. But also you get like probably the best seafood as well because you're like right there. But food prices for anything else got to be insane.
But Asian food should be really good over there, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of fusion right over
Hawaii,
there.
yeah, Hawaii's like a second Japan, pretty much. I mean, it's got all the nice Japanese restaurants.
Okay. So Leek is heading to bed. He needs to be up in 5 hours. Yeah, we've just hit the 2 hour mark. So if there's any last questions that anybody wants to add, just put them in chat. So one more time. Oh yeah, absolutely good food. Yeah, see you, Leek. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to everyone that's been hanging with us. We've had a solid team this entire time. We had a good chat. We had a good panel. We had a lot of people in chat today. Also, let's rehash one more time. On the 31st is going to be our final celebration for the AAPI month. We're going to pretty much party it up for as long as possible. We have a rotating group of panel co-hosts, past guests. So, Christy, if you'd like to pop on for a bit, we're going to just like go on throughout the whole day.
What day?
Is it a Friday?
It's a Saturday or Friday. It's Friday or Saturday.
What day? Like, what's the date?
The 31st. The 31st.
Friday.
I won't be in town. I'll be actually out of town.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would love to,
but
I think I have to
no problem.
prep for my trip.
That's no problem. Oh yeah. I think they have some of the best sushi. Yeah. But
so we're gonna be giving away stuff at the our previous guests, our future guests, and so one of the things we'll probably give away is from her store, the Christie store. So
Christy, thank you so much for your time today. I mean, it was great chatting with you and getting to know you. And we're looking forward to, your future projects and safe travels, of course.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to visit the motherland next month. So that's why API month. But
my family too. I mean,
there's nothing like eating spicy food in humid, hot weather.
That's true, but you got to take the cold shower in the morning. That way, it's like kind of better. And my mom was like, Korea's hot and humid. It's like, I know, I've been there millions of times. So it's kind of funny, but I'm pretty sure like it's gonna be fun. I think so.
Awesome.
Enjoy.
Hey, you guys, appreciate the panel. So you guys have anything going on, Otaku Young, coming up?
Just the rest of this month.
Okay. K-pop.
I have all the streams that I have going on with you guys. Plus, I have my regular stream tomorrow. Well, I have Jeff Schiller on. We were talking about the Elf with No Name. I have another one on Sunday. On the 25th, I'll be doing the auction with our monthly auction with Bleak, Hudat, and all those guys over there. Honestly, I can't remember. I have way too many things happening. The 17th through the 19th in May, I will be down at Motor City. We are planning a meetup. So if you guys are going to be going to Motor City on any of the days, hit me up because we will do shenanigans all 3 days. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, and guys, if you want to order anything from me, do it now. That way I can send it out as much as I can before June, because June I will be out and you might have to wait another month for your stuff. So
sure.
All your links will be available on every one of our channels.
Yes.
So everybody look for the links at our channels. If need be, you'll be posted. I think K-pop is posting it right now. So
right, I did see that. Yeah.
Yes.
That's good. Next show we're gonna have we're gonna take a little break from the artists and gonna meet the fellow community members. You guys know Slim from Comic and Food and More. He's like a foodie type of guy, and he'll come. And I think he's also an artist too. He's just don't wanna.
Oh, nice.
Just don't want to admit it, but he's an artist, and then Simple Simon will be here with giving us co-hosting So yeah, so it should be fun for the next one. Then we got a bunch more artists coming into our show rest of the May. So look forward, guys. And Christy, again, 감사합니다. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, and they asked me if I'll stream from Korea. Chances are I will not. But what it is that I might have some friends, take that time slot and substitute for me. Like there's
Okay.
Hyde Harvard Studios, just in the meantime, so that keeps the viewership up and all that. But it's like they're just kind of like how like some radio talk shows they'll have like a sit-in person or a sit-in host to sit in while the other
Yeah.
hosts tend to other things or take a break. So yeah, there's that.
Christy, the internet will be really fast. So it's just let you know the Wi-Fi will be everywhere, and Korea is really good about internet speed and connection for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, so you should be able to do live streaming if you want.
I know, but I mean, here's the thing. I'm going to be with my mom, and so like there might be an issue for like not being happy with me doing certain things.
Yeah.
So it's like it's family time, but it's also spending time with her and doing other things. I mean, I might meet one of my friends over there or a couple of them because they're doing other shit, and like some of them do live in Korea, but there are other ones that live in. But there's actually one that is visiting, and he said, "Oh shit, you're gonna be." He lives actually in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle or Washington, so he's like, "Oh, I can meet up with you." So he's gonna be with his son and his son's girlfriend and stuff.
Cool.
Nice. That's fun.
Yeah,
Wow.
hopefully we'll coordinate it. So I mean, I
Yeah.
should have access to my phone and stuff, but I mean, other than that, because of the time difference, I don't know if I can do the streaming. But as I said, it might not be every Wednesday, but just like during the lunch hour on June, it's like I should do that. It's like I'm going to have people that'll sub in for it. So it may not be every Wednesday, but it should be a good number. So it just keeps the numbers up and keeps the channel going. So it's not like come back and say, "Hey guys,"
Awesome. All right. Hey, Chad. Appreciate you guys coming up and giving us the views, and hopefully a lot of you have enjoy the time. And please go visit Christy's store and just get to know her art a little bit more.
Yeah.
So.
And I personally sign everything for my store. So just letting you guys know, because if you get it directly from Amazon, you won't get me at my signature. I won't be able to touch it. So order from my store.
And if you happen to already bought from Amazon, just bring it to her at one of our shows that she mentioned. That she's gonna. You sign those, right?
Yeah, I sign those. It's just that I don't get as much of a profit margin because Amazon takes their blood.
Yeah, I know.
It hurts.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Chad. We're gonna.
Thank you.
Have a good night, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Come on.